Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is having a good morning. Welcome on in. Good morning, good morning. Let me... Oh, yeah, we still have the vote going on. Oh, and I don't need that. All right, 2 seconds. Stuff's going to be a bit janky for a sec, and that's okay. There's a reason. There's a reason it's okay. The Nervous Borodar, good morning, and Stroob, good morning, Lucifer Borodar, good morning, and Exactly welcome on in, good morning, I hope you're doing well. 2 seconds, let me switch screens. I can explain why stuff is still up. I actually have a really good excuse. Yeah, stuff might be a little bit janky today, to be honest, and we're probably also not going to go for a really, really long stream, because after, I'm a bit under the weather, just a little teeny tiny bit. Basically, after we finished fundraising on, I'm going to put it there as well because I think we're probably going to do quite a short stream if I'm being honest. Yeah, after fundraising on, Saturday, I got food poisoning, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Something like that. And so yesterday I did bugger all. And today I'm feeling a lot better, but I do kind of still feel like I've been hit with a truck. So I think we're probably going to do quite a short stream, and we'll make a few bees and all that kind of stuff, and then go. So yeah, that's why nothing's changed. I've literally taken down the fabric so that I can sew it, and then nothing else has really. I've not had the energy to do anything else. So we're not fundraising today. We're not fundraising. We've finished our fundraiser, but there might still be some remnants of fundraising stuff around, like Nick Cage still being up and all that. I'll sort it out again. I'll get it done now. But yeah, I wanted to stream today because I do feel a lot better. I'm just tired now. But it's normally after the day after a charity event, I have like some time to like sort everything out, take everything down, do all that kind of stuff. And I'll be honest, I kind of just slept. I kind of just slept, lay down, and felt unwell. Let's keep going. Well, we're not going to be fundraising, but Ophi is currently fundraising, and if Ophi's fundraiser gets to £800 raised, we'll be giving away one of my Pride Bees. So I'm not fundraising, but fundraising is still happening. And yeah, I am feeling a lot better. I will, to be clear, like I wouldn't have come live if I was still feeling unwell. I'm just tired now. I'm just tired and unorganized, which is fine. That's an alright streaming place to be in. The goal today, we're going to be making some bees, but like drawing some bee stickers because we hit a milestone goal to make some Pride Bee stickers. I'm just kind of going to be choosing what pride flags I kind of want to do, like based on what I'm vibing with and if I have any good ideas for any of them. So yeah, we'll just kind of be picking and choosing. I mean, I will say I'm probably going to do the bisexual one and the trans one because I'm biased. The rest of them, kind of just going with what I feel like. I might make more off stream because the bees stickers are all going to be relatively small. That bee's still on stream. You can't get that bee anymore. But not that it seems to be necessary since you all seem to have it in chat anyway. Where's that bee in my overlay? Is it this one? There we go. Yeah, I'll remove that. I love the bee, but I don't want people to think they can still get the bee. The bee is done. It was nice to have that though, honestly. I know it was a bit janky, especially on the first and last day, but it was nice to have a little badge that people could get just for lurking the stream. I don't know, it's just like good vibes. It's good vibes and I liked having it. Yeah, I'll have to make them for upcoming charity events and stuff like that as well. I'd love to make some for Boobtober. And then I still really would like to fundraise for Starlight, so hopefully we can also make one for Starlight too, because it's just a nice way of thanking lurkers. And also it means that, like, right now we've literally just done the event, so like you all have the bees because we just done the event. But like in a couple years down the line, there'll probably be new people that have joined the stream in that time that will see like a bee next to certain people's name and be like, oh, a fundraiser from 2 years ago, that's cool. I don't know. I think that's nice. I like that. I think it's one of those things that give it some time and the badges will be even cooler. Yeah, because you'll have ones from like several years ago and stuff from like last week next to each other, and I think that'll be pretty cool. But it's a very new feature. It's literally been out for like less than a month, so all the badges will be very new right now. B, hello, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you, Lucifer. To be honest, I feel a lot better anyway. It's one of those things of like the first 24 hours kind of sucks and then it's alright. I'm just tired now, but it's fine. We get by. And I'll probably have a little nap this afternoon, and then I'm going to assume after like a nap and maybe like a couple of good meals, I'll feel fine. I think. I'm getting that vibe. Where are my glasses, by the way? There they are. I would like to be able to see today. Astrid Borodar, Borodar, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I will say, having the bee fabric back there definitely did change what my camera looked like. I would like to maybe work out something we can just have there, but that also requires a little bit of organization, which I'm like, oh, I'd like to be organized, but yeah, it'd be nice to have some stuff back there, honestly. I mean, I've got a lot of good art that I'd love to put back there as well. Maybe get some of those, like, what do you call them? Actually, I think I might already have some. They're like the little gel patches that are sticky, and you can put them on the back of posters and then attach them to the wall. And because it's like it's not blue tack, so it doesn't take the paint off afterwards. It doesn't leave a mark. I think I actually, because I did it for Chromacore one of those years, and when I bought them, I had to buy a pack of like 100, and I didn't need 100. So I think I just don't know if they'd be sticky anymore, but I might actually have some lying around somewhere. I could probably just whack some stuff up on the wall, because I need to remove this with Nicolas Cage. I still want Nicolas Cage to be back there. I kind of want him to be there, like at the corner of the desk. And then I want to have bunting with all the bees on it. And then, yeah, we could probably put some stuff back there. I could work it out. Nick Cage is forever. We get it. Yeah, Nick Cage is not just for Christmas. Nick Cage is forever, and I want him to stay. I just need to find a place. Yeah. You know what? I think we could work something out. Maybe we could do like a silly one-off stream where we design the background. I've got a lot of things to stick up is the thing. It's not like I'm short of things to put up. I got loads of things I'd like to put up. It's just the sitting down. Most of them are like yay big. So sitting down and like organizing them so they can all be up there and stuff like that. I've got some of my own art that I'd like to put up there. I've got other people's art that I'd like to put up there. Yeah, I've been putting my own art on my thing so I can walk around with it. That's been fun. Look, I got my Mary Lloyd on my water bottle now ready because we're going hiking later this week. So I was like, let me put stickers on my water bottle. I'm not normally a sticker on water bottle kind of person, but it's too big for my sewing machine. So I was like, I don't know where else I'm going to put it. I'll put it on my water bottle. Oh dear. Also, Fox, good morning. Hello. How are we doing on the votes for the games, by the way? Ooh, okay. They're getting there. Oh, Nino. Oh, also, speaking of getting there, I did a little bit more on the worm before I was unwell. So look how long the worm is now. The worm is just over halfway. the worm, he's upside down as well, there you go. The worm is just over halfway. This is what he looks like so far. I really like it. He's good. He's pretty good. He's getting there. Yeah, he's just over halfway right now. We've still got quite a few bits to go, and it's slowly getting smaller. But there he is. Literally, as I'm literally crocheting him like this, where like I have it here, and then I'll be crocheting, and he's just like slowly growing over my shoulder. as I make him, because that's the only way that it seems to be like he doesn't just flick around the desk because he's stuffed now. Yeah, so I literally have him like this as I'm crocheting, and every time I do a layer, he just goes. He's a good bean though. I like him very much. He's getting there. I need to get him finished in the next couple of days, but to be honest, based on the speed that we've been going at, he'll be finished in the next couple of days. Look at him go. He's so big. He's so wiggly. And I need to get some good photos of him. There you go. But that's not today's job. Today's job is bee stickers. But that is something we've got. And I like him. He's beautiful. Thank you. I'm very attached to him. Then Draz, good morning. Thank you for voting. Yeah, he will be hopefully put up for auction as part of Moko's St. Jude fundraiser in July. That's what I'm going to be applying him for. Again, he might not get in if there's a lot of people donating items, but we're going to try and get my worm into that. So I need to get that done before I go on holiday, because otherwise I'll miss deadline. So yes, I need to get this finished in the next couple of days. Raspberry, good morning. How are you doing? Well, hello. I hope things are going good. And Jungle, good morning. Welcome on in. And Langa, good morning. I hope you're all doing well. We're going to be taking it chill this morning and just drawing a few bees and vibing, and probably brain pretty small, but that's okay. Brain small day, all good. What I did need to do is I put this in. This will probably be pinned the rest of the time, but just for today, I'm not pinning it because I want people to know that we literally might do like a 1 hour stream. There's a chance. I don't know. I would like to try and go for 4 hours, but we'll see. I do think I might have to cancel Art Share today, just based on why I've cancelled doing a short stream. I'll put it here. I'll put no Art Share today. Jelly oh no, I'm jelly. I'm recovering from food poisoning, and I might need to nip off quite. I don't know. So I'll just put so stream is short today. Oh dear. There you go, there you go. There you are. No art share today. Just I'll add that in here actually. Add to the pinned comment as well. Yeah, because I'm just like, I don't want to promise an art share and then be like, I had to go because I don't feel great. I do feel much better than yesterday, but you know how it is. I'm mainly just tired. Short stream, no art share. There you go. That puts it all in perfect. Pin that. Pin that forever. However long that is. I don't know how long that's going to be. Pop still comes up, but there's no donate anymore. So you can still... I like to keep the charity stuff up, because if you want to learn more about Pop, we don't need to be fundraising for Point of Pride for you to, like, you know, go check them out. So we still have Pop up. Again, there are just generally charity bits up and about, and it's literally because the night, like, literally, I finished stream on Saturday, and a couple of hours later, I had food poisoning, and so the last 24 hours, I just haven't been able to do anything. That's why we still have a lot of, like, we still have the Nicolas Cage, we still have the thing here. It's why I still have the slide. I've just not had the energy to take anything down. But yeah, our fundraiser is closed now. If you do want to donate to a fundraiser, it will. If you go into the Discord, I whacked it in the schedule. But like, you can still donate. It just needs to go to Ribbon Beacon. It can't go through me because my one is closed. Yes. Not food poisoning. I know. Very rude. I'll be honest, I only kind of come to the terms that it was probably food poisoning today, because it was like, it wasn't that bad compared to like, well, I don't know. I've had salmonella, so I feel like at this point, all food poisoning gets like put up against salmonella, and I'm like, well, it wasn't as bad as salmonella. So I guess it really wasn't that bad. But it did wipe me out for a day. We were meant to go to a car boot sale yesterday, and I woke up and I hadn't really slept, and I was like, yeah, I probably don't really feel that well to go to it, and then it got cancelled anyway, so I was like, well, I didn't even have to have FOMO about missing out because it didn't happen anyway. I will say they cancelled it very last minute though. Oh no, thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, I am doing a lot better. I'm just tired. It's just I'm assuming everyone in this chat's had food poisoning at least once. It's like, I feel fine. It's just, I feel like I've been hit with a truck. You know, like I don't feel ill or anything like that. I'm not in any pain. It just feels like recovering from, getting hit with a truck. Where like, I'm fine, but I'm exhausted. And my body aches. Like, yeah, I'm there. I'm assuming most people here have had food poisoning at least once. I'm sure there are some people that never have food poisoning in their entire lives, but I've had it quite a few times, I feel like. Maybe that says more about me. Not being careful enough with the stuff that I put in my body. It could be that. It could be my fault. I do have a habit of being like, I don't like food waste, so I will eat anything, even if it's probably not should not be edible. Then we just save. We're safe. We are safe. I think we're safe. We're pretty safe. Next week as well, speaking of this redeem we're doing because of the fundraising last week, we're doing this bee stuff. Next week, I'm hoping to schedule a sewing stream at some point during it so that we can make the shirt, but it'll probably be near the end of the week. So this week we're streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So art today and tomorrow, Resident Evil on Thursday. I'm then going away from Friday to Monday. So I won't be back until Monday. Monday is probably when we make the schedule for the next week. And I imagine the week after will probably be a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So maybe Friday, because Thursday would be our Resident Evil day. So yeah, Friday being, I think, the day that I'd like to do it. We've got this bee fabric and we're going to make a bee shirt out of it. I'll probably cut the pieces out ahead of time just because some of the pattern pieces are a little bit big for my stream desk, specifically the back piece, to be honest. And then, yeah, we can just do another sewing stream. The shirt doesn't take that long to make. We made it quite a few times during March, so I'm well practiced for it too. But it would be cool to, like, I don't know, do some silly bee stuff. And then after next week, we'll still be doing the VTuber, we'll still be doing the cardigan, but we need to start gearing towards chroma core, and I need to plan a watch along. This is going to sound like hell for anyone who's new, but well, not hell, intense. Also, Harth, good morning. Hello, good morning. So, I'm sure there are people here. Well, I could do a streamer engagement thing. Type 1 in chat if you don't know what I mean by chroma core. If you don't know what chroma core is, type 1 in chat. If you do know what chroma core is, type 2 in chat. Streamer engagement stuff. But if people don't know, I can do like a, yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a lots of 69. Oh my gosh. That means you're in 6, 7, you're in chroma core. You are chroma core. 3. Hello. What's all this then? We're gonna be drawing some bees later. I know what it is, but tell me anyway. 69. Hell yeah. Also, good morning, Evelyn. So Chroma Core is a annual art project. It is done for the vibes of improving your art. It is run by a YouTuber, artist, teacher called Cynics, or Cynics Design, I believe. And he has a YouTube channel, but he also has Twitch channels, stuff like that. And he does a lot of art tutorials. So a very, very good artist, does a lot of art teaching and art tutorials. And I think this is year 7. I think they've done it for 7 years now. But yeah, for a period of time, it could be longer than that, it could be 8 years actually. Once a year, they do an event called Chroma Core. Now, it normally starts midway through July and runs to midway through August. It is daily art prompts, but it is daily art prompts with a little bit more direction. So every year, if you want to if you want to join in Chroma Core, you have to make an original character called a cadet. The cadet will be enrolling in Chroma Core. So it's like, it could be someone who's older, it could be someone who's younger. Just because they're enrolling in something, it doesn't mean they have to be like a young character. And they don't have to be human. They could be anything. They could be a creature. They could be a bird. They could be a fish. They could be water reanimated into a human form. Like whatever character that you want to make, you submit. You might give them a uniform. You might give them something that shows that they're in Chroma Core, and that's your cadet. That's your character, and that's your representation for the year, basically. You probably are going to have to draw them quite a lot. So make sure that you are drawing a character that you actually like and that you get along with. Having some backstory and something for people to sink their teeth into is like generally a good idea. And normally early July is when they'll be like, submit your cadet. Mid-July is the cutoff because that's when the event starts. So, and then the event runs from mid-July to mid-August. It's not like all of July is Chroma Core. It is starting in the middle of July, going until mid to late August. Sometimes it goes a little longer, sometimes it goes a little shorter. It's also not like a set A to B, because it's slightly different every single year. And there's a couple of ways that you can do Chroma Core. Now, the vast majority, 99% of people, will make their cadet and they'll go to something called Washout Alley. Washout Alley means you're not formally competing. You're just doing the daily art challenges. You're putting your stuff in. You're still doing the same thing. You're just not competing. So you're doing it in more of a casual way. There is a small group of people that will compete. However, you can apply to compete. Last year, 2,000 people applied to compete and 40 people got chosen. So, the people that get chosen are normally people that are doing something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more unusual, or people that have just got a really, really solid character sheet, people that have got really good art. And those people will be competing every day. There'll be a challenge, which again, everyone will do. It's the daily prompt that everyone does, but the people that are competing will be eliminated day after day after day until there is only one person remaining, and then that is the winner. Every year, the competition is done differently. So scoring and judging is different every year. We don't know what the scoring and judging is going to be like this year. Sometimes there's teams. Last year, they had like rounds where they would do like 5 rounds, and then the people at the lowest at the end of the 5 round would be eliminated all at once. So you'd have like 10 people eliminated one day and then none for like a week. Yes, it's different every single year, so we don't know how the judging is going to be done. We don't know what the theme is this year. All that will be announced in July. However, because there is so much emphasis on making your character sheet and making your cadet, normally us and most other people will start working on it a little bit early, so near the end of June. The other thing we like to do is, if you're interested in Chroma Core, the best way that you can get engaged in it is to watch the yearly recaps. So there are many yearly recaps of Chroma Core because it's run for many years at this point. And if you want to go watch them, they're over on Cynics' channel. I can go grab you a link for this now because I'm talking about it. What I will say is, they've got longer every year. The recaps used to be like 2 hours long, and that would be for like a whole month worth of art. So you'd see like a whole month worth of art in 2 hours. Last year's one was 9 hours. And like, I'm not mad, it's 9 hours worth of amazing art. However, we have a bit of a thing that we do here every year where we watch the recap as a watch along in the Discord, which means I need to plan a 9-hour watch along before July. 2 seconds. Chroma Corpse. Let me pop this in here. Yeah, let me get you the 2025 recap. It's going to put you near the end if I'm not careful, though, because I've watched this. I've actually watched the whole thing. The other thing is, if you're not aware, I was actually one of the people competing last year. I was very, very lucky. I got picked in, like, again, like the top 40, and I compete with embroidery, which means, and which I think is why I was picked in the first place. Because again, the cadets that get picked are normally people that do something a little bit unusual, a little out there, or they just have really, really solid character sheets. Normally a mixture of both. And I was very lucky that last year I actually got picked to compete. So I was one of the people doing it. And I think I lasted until round 12, and then I was eliminated. Yeah, I think I was eliminated around day 12. It was 11 or day, no, it might have been day 13 because they did an extra lap, didn't they? So yeah, it might have been like day 12, day 13 is where I was eliminated. And I was really proud of the stuff that I did. Again, I compete entirely with embroidery, so it's slow and I can only do smaller pieces. But I was very pleased with what I did. This year, I'm not looking to compete. I don't want to compete. I'm very specifically, when I sign up, I'm going to be like, I'm not competing, don't pick me. I just want to do Washout Alley with everyone else and do it a bit more relaxed this year. But a lot of people do aim to compete, and you get a lot of really good art feedback if you do compete because your pieces are judged so heavily, which is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah. The first 3 rounds only got first place. I did get first place 3 times, yeah. Not the first 3 rounds. I think it was the first 2 rounds, and then a couple days later I got first place again. But in the first round I did get it. I think it wasn't 3 times in a row, was it? I think it was 3 times in total. But I did get first place 3 times. And yeah, I was pretty happy. Pretty happy. You know how sometimes the advertisements post the stream video? Yeah, I thought we were watching an advert was. We're just, hi Briggs, good morning, we're just gonna watch some adverts. You know what, that's not so out there for us. Could also put it in the Discord. I could also put that in the Discord, you're right. Let me put that in live stream chat. No, there we go, sorry. Nice, there we are. And also thank you for the 35 stream streak, Robert, I appreciate it. How long until the recap is a month long? Yeah, so we could split it up, but I'm not going to do that. Because last year we did 8 hours in one go. We will do 9 hours. I'm sticking with the like, we've done it for the last few years, we're gonna do it again. I have a sneaking suspicion the way that we did it last year at Fox, and I think for anyone who's new, who's like, oh god, I'm not going to understand if I only watch like 20 minutes. No, you will. I promise, watch like 20 minutes of the recap and you'll get how it works. Because each day is like the same, but with like obviously a different prompt and different art being shown. As the days goes on, they get shorter because more people have been eliminated. So like at the beginning, you're having to judge 40 pieces of art. Like the last week, you're only having to judge like 10, 7, you know, much less. So they do get quicker as time goes on. Last year we did like an 8-hour watch along, and people would jump in for like, you know, 20 minutes, an hour, watch it, and then leave, and they'd have a good idea. I will play the whole thing, and you can jump in and out anytime. The only bit that I would say is, if you are looking to compete, a little bit more useful is cadet selection. And actually, as far as cadet selection goes, Naka, who is a previous winner of Chromacore, has done a really good video on like how to do your cadet. I can get that up as well. A really good video on like how to design your cadet to get picked. Naka cadet. Let's see. Oh, I might have to put art, not cadet. There's Naka. Let me find the video. Video. Wait. Is it not public anymore? Why can't I find it? 2 seconds. I think it'll probably be in Chromacore Discord if I can't find it here. I'll look there. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's unlisted. That makes sense. Okay, I'll whack this in the Discord as well. This is an unlisted video, so you won't find this on Naka's channel, but it is for Chromacore. If you are looking at making your cadet, Chromacore advice for previous cadets. There you go. So I'll whack that there. I can whack that here too. But I've also just put it in the Discord, so it is there if you don't want to click it from chat. Understood. Also, Fox, good morning. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So if you are looking to compete, I highly recommend watching the tips for making your cadet. If you're just looking to have a good time, you just need to make a character. You just need to make a character, a creature, something that you're happy with drawing. Sometimes the daily prompts are themed around your character, so it does, the way that I would recommend personally designing a character is design something that you feel confident in drawing in many ways, but also maybe something where you want to learn. So say for instance, you're like, oh, I really want to get better at drawing fur. Maybe have a character that has some elements of fur in it. Not fully furry, but like some elements of fur, so that throughout the month you get that practice without having to like completely throw yourself in the deep end. That sort of stuff is good. I mean, you can throw yourself in the deep end if you want, but like, yeah, like something where you want to learn or like want to practice. And again, a character that you feel like a little bit connected to because you're going to be drawing them a lot. The other thing is, if you are looking to compete, it's intense. I think most of the people competing you're putting in a lot of hours a day to make your art every day. Burnout is a big one. Like dropouts and stuff like that are pretty common. So like every year, again, say like 30, 40 cadets get picked in the year, right? You know, people will get through the round, but you'll end up, especially around halfway through the month, you'll start getting people dropping out, being like, I need days off. Because it is hard to be putting in like 10 hours a day into art every day and not get burnt out. It's difficult. Like, is it great for like improving as an artist? Yes. But the mental thing of competing, getting so much feedback, which is a lot of really good feedback, like don't get me wrong, it's feedback that helps you grow as an artist, but it's a lot of feedback in a very small amount of time. Competing against other people, having to do these kind of complex prompts that you might not feel confident with, and then, yeah, doing that day after day after day, spending like 5 to 10 hours a day doing it, is very easy to get burnt out if you're not careful. And yeah, I normally, like around halfway through the month, I feel like people do start dropping. Drawing a character that you actually enjoy drawing helps. Having a character that you feel relatively confident in drawing and doing in different positions and stuff like that, helpful. Helpful. Something that you don't hate drawing every time is nice. Or you don't feel really stressed drawing it every time is nice. Nothing wrong with simple character design. I have this command still, right? There you go. So there. Oh, actually, that's got everything in it. Oh, excellent. There you go. That's got it. That's last year's introduction. I don't know if that's going to still work because that video I think was taken down. Oh no. Oh, it's just unlisted. I mean, we could watch this now if you would like to see. This isn't this year's introduction. This is last year's introduction. But if you're okay with watching last year's introduction for a vibe of like how this all happens, this is again for last year, not for this year. But like, I could play this on stream. This would probably actually pretty well explain it. 2 seconds. Let me bring this up for you. Can you see this? Yeah, you can see this. So this is Chromacore 2025. This is not this year's, but normally a video will come out like this, basically, that will like explain the theme for the year and stuff like that, as well as, yeah, this is last year. This is so last year. But yeah, for anyone who didn't see last year's and wants to know what an introduction video looks like, this is what an introduction.
And if you can believe it, it is time for another year of Chromacore. So let's do the quick yearly rundown.
Yes.
What is Chromacore? Well,
you explain, not me.
Discord-based art event that is centered around a last man standing art contest. It consists of a entry phase and a daily challenge boot camp. The entry phase lasts for around a week, and it's mostly just an original character design challenge for artists.
He reminds. Hi sir, good morning, welcome on in.
Cadets, as we call them.
Oh, wait, what is that spelling? Sorry, the closed captions. Cadets says. Characters or cadetses?
Your personal representation
Yeah.
in the art event. In
Yes.
the lore of things, the cadet you design will be applying to the Chroma Core Academy, a prestigious and chaotic interdimensional school of questionable safety standards.
Borodar-sen.
There's no real limit to
Cadetses.
what your character
Cadetses.
designs must look like. They could be magical, nonsensical, realistic, futuristic, fantasy-based, literally any interesting
A
character
bird
you
entered,
can
like,
think of.
was it last year or the
Every
year
we
before?
have
Ophelia's
theme
bird?
or framing device
Burb.
for the contest. This is simply so
Just
that
round
each time
burb.
feels a little bit different and a little bit
And yeah, there's
unique.
themes each year.
Last year we had a cute versus grim theme.
That
where
was a
two
really
teams
cool theme. The
battled
cute
each other
versus
to
grim
see
theme was
which
great.
side
I
would
really
win.
liked that one.
Of course, it finished with survivors on both teams coming together to represent Chroma Core in the interdimensional Olympics. The
Oh yeah, it did
Chroma Core
end in the
Academy
Olympics,
did
didn't it?
such a great job with hosting this event that this year we have been assigned with hosting another sporting event, the Intradimensional Grand Prix.
Yes, so last year's theme was Grand Prix, which meant a lot of the art, a lot of the prompts were themed around races. Not all of them, again, not all of them, just like a selection of them, but there were themed prompts where it was all around the Grand Prix and like vehicle design and stuff like that, which for someone like me was ideal because I'm awful at vehicle design. I do embroidery. Trying to do industrial design and embroidery, like it's not impossible, but it's tricky. And so it gave me like a lot to practice when it came to the art prompts last year. Also, Magogo, good morning. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, this is last year's theme again. We don't know what this year's theme is yet because it's not been announced, but last year's theme was Grand Prix.
That's right, 2x
Not racists. People that race.
The Chroma Core Grand Prix. Everything is going to be.
I did like the logos from last year, though, I will say.
Normal, as always. This year, the top 46 cadet
46, so they
designs
picked
will
46
qualify
people
to
last year.
compete in the Grand Prix.
I think
Yes,
I got
46,
picked, which was,
that's
again,
a lot.
very cool,
In
but
future
also
years,
I
we will
got
be going
eliminated
back
round
to
12?
much smaller
Round
groups,
13?
but
It was
this
around
year
then.
we're going big. And
which honestly, I was proud to make it that far. I made it through the first lap.
Does my character have to be themed around racing? No. It
No,
can
yeah, you don't have, your character doesn't have
but
to
it's
be
certainly
within the
not
theme.
required in any way. Once again, your
Character doesn't have to be within the theme. However, a lot of people will use the theme as an extra drawing prompt. So maybe their design is like worm, and then they'll be like, as like an extra brain thing, here's worm in like racing kit and helmet. You know, it definitely doesn't have to be themed, but a lot of people who do their cadets will take the theme into consideration when drawing their character sheet as like an extra little sketch or an extra little idea, but you don't have to do that. It's just kind of a fun drawing prompt.
character can be any.
I think I drew my character with the flag, the racing flag.
Being an original character of yours.
Yes, they
But
do
we've
have to be
had,
original. It is important.
Sequinning
That is the
water
one.
puddles. We've had
One
characters-
big rule of your Chroma Core cadet is it has to be an original character. So you cannot draw someone else's character. You cannot draw a pre-existing character. It has to be your complete original character. Because again, it's all about learning. It's all about growing as an artist, stuff like that. Yeah, draw your own thing. Yeah. But if you're doing Chroma Core, you could enter the same character every year, as long as it's your own original character. If you're doing multiple years of Chroma Core, like I did Millie, who was my Deep Sea Grandma character, I could make Millie again this year if I wanted, and next year. I could keep using Millie, because that is my original character. I personally prefer to make a new character every year, but you could use your same character year after year after year. Also, thank you for the streak. I appreciate it.
Made of hands. We've had carrot people. We've had animals.
We love
of
carrot
all
people.
sorts. We've had a
Carrot
little
people
bit
does
of
enter
everything.
year after year. Carrot person is here
don't
every year.
worry, you're not going to be stuck.
You can't
on
enter Miku
racing
with a stash.
vehicles
No,
or
you'd have to
anything
like make a
that.
character.
The
Maybe like
Brain
you could be
Freeze
inspired
is
by
just the
Miku,
framing device
but
for the
instead of
structure
pigtails, it's
things.
big
The art
mustache.
we will be doing will be no different in theming than any of the previous years. In the lore of things, you can kind of just think of it more like a weird Mario Kart thing, where the characters will be.
It was very Mario Kart-esque. It was Grand Prix, but it was like Mario Kart Grand Prix. Because everyone was so different. All the cadets are so different. It just ends up feeling like Mario
So, yeah,
Kart.
I know I need to say it a lot because I know it will come up a lot. But yes, just
Oh, dear.
design
Also, thank you for
a
the
cool
follow. It's very
character
kind of
that
you.
love.
We're just
Don't worry
talking a little bit
if you
about
don't
Chroma
want
Core.
to. All right, so once you've made your character art, you'll be posting.
So this is, again, this is last year's, to be clear. This is not this year's. This is last year's. This year's has not been announced yet. This is just to give people an idea of kind of how it works.
Finished design on the Discord in the 2025 entries only channel.
Yeah, so this will probably be the same but for 2026 because it is kind of the same every year.
Entries on the Discord to soak in some inspiration. You will have until the end of July 14th.
Oh yeah, they do also have in the Discord like the rules and stuff, like no aggressive NSFW content, no AI, do not harass people, follow the purposes of the channels, you know, just be chill basically. Be chill.
We will be
kart racing is peak
Eastern
true.
Standard Time for all things. There will also be nightly Twitch streams from now until the end of the...
Yeah, that's kind of the wildest bit about it to me, is so Cynics, the guy that you saw on screen, the one that runs this, goes through all of the submissions every single day on stream. And like, bear in mind, especially at the beginning of the event, thousands of people submit art to this. And Cynics goes through and gives like a few comments on like each piece of art, basically. Not like a lot, not like a full in-depth review of it, but like, considering the amount of art, that wouldn't make sense. No, just goes through and gives like a few pieces of comment, highlights some of his favorites, stuff like that, and does it every single day. And like for the entirety of the event, so from the first day of submissions all the way to like the day it closes, which ends up being like a month and a half nearly of daily streams. And like, it's kind of wild. Like I've done a month of streaming because I've now that I've done my like, I did in March, I did like, what was it? But I took a day off a week. I did six days, full days, and then 1 day off, and that was a lot. The idea of doing it every single day, and like, yes, Cynics might not stream as long as I was, but like, I don't feel like it's still like a big chunk of your day that you're doing that. And yeah, if you want feedback, submit earlier, because yeah, the later you get, like, obviously he does need to leave. Also, Nick, good morning, welcome on in, I hope you're doing well. And thank you for voting. Wow, that is dedication. Yeah, and he's done it for years. Also, what you can see on screen is some of the entry standouts from previous years. So like, these are like, when we're looking at character sheets, like these are some, oh, I want to kind of go slowly here. Can we go a bit slower? If I go here and I go, actually, we'll just let it go, but yeah.
Twitch streams from...
So like, these are some standout characters, some standout designs, some standout artists from previous years. You can kind of see like the level we're talking about when we're like, there are thousands of very talented artists in this Discord. And you can see like the range of how they draw their characters and all that kind of stuff. And you can look through the entry standouts from the last few years as well, because they have them from 2020. So if you want to go look at people who have got in as cadets or have just done pieces that have like stood out, you can go through and like look at them. And again, people are very good. People are very good. We've made entry standouts a couple times, which has been really, really cool. I will say, and this isn't to like like knock myself down too much. The reason I think I normally hit entry standouts is because I enter with embroidery, and I'm the only person who enters with embroidery. As you can see, most people enter with digital art. There are a few traditional artists that also take part, but due to the workload and how much you need to do a day to keep up, it does just make sense to do digital art for most people. Again, I do embroidery, but my job is also basically embroidery. So like, I can afford to put the hours into the day to do embroidery every single day. The average person probably couldn't. My average time for Chroma Core is 10 hours a day. Last year was 12 hours a day of embroidering for 30 days straight, which is just not something most people have in their schedules for like what they can do. Digital art can help you get they're much quicker. So most people submit with digital art. There are a few traditional artists though, again, and I do personally, I do, embroidery. That being said, just because people are doing digital art does not mean they're not going wild, and does not mean they're not also spending 10 hours on their art. A lot of people enter with animation every single day. Finished animations, finished colored animations every single day. People go hard on Chroma Core. Like, Will doing all of his his animations every day was wild. People write full comic strips every single day, like full comics every day, full animations every day. Like, while people will look at me and be like, wow, that's a lot of work to do embroidery every day. The people that are doing digital art are matching that level of effort, to be clear. I'm not special in the amount of effort that I'm putting in. The digital artists are going wild as well. To get into chroma core requires a level of dedication that I feel like you have to have spare time. Oh dear. But again, you don't have to compete in chroma core. The vast majority of people that do chroma core will do washout alley, which is what I've done for the most years. The only year I didn't do washout alley was last year. And it's where you still do the daily art challenges, but you don't have to spend as much time. You can kind of just vibe, and you can pick and choose the days where you want to spend more time on them. Like if a prompt comes up that you're like, I love this, yeah, for sure, do your 10-hour. But if like something comes up you're like, I'm just not really interested in this, you could just do a little doodle and move on. Whereas if you're competing, you have to do the same level really every single day.
Progress onto the daily.
But yeah, you can see like these are people's character sheets. These are some of the standout stuff like that. Of like, oh no, these are the follow along standouts. These are the people that stood out while competing.
And watching all.
This was a daily. This was done. The art that you're seeing here. Sorry, I didn't well explain this. The art that you're seeing here in the follow along standouts was all done within a day. And these are not people competing. So the art that you see here was done within a day by people not even competing.
Yes.
These are just people doing it for fun. And they made these
while the rest
in one day
down into the follow along areas.
They're not competing. They're just here for vibes. Like this was made in one day, not competing, just vibes.
Chaos. Follow alongs will still be featured for their excellence each day. And you can see some of their work from last year
the Will Andre, very cool.
Standouts channel. As for the
one day, not competing, just vibing.
They will be competing for lap points.
Yeah, chroma core is kind of wild, but it's a really cool art community. If you're looking to push yourself and like really try and improve quickly, chroma core is like a boot camp. It's hard, but it's really fun, and I get a lot out of it. The reason I do it every year is because it is the period between July and August is the time where I improve the most as an artist every year, and it's because of chroma core. It's because it pushes me. And it's why I keep coming back to doing it every single year. This will be my 4th year doing it. It's not easy and it's a lot of time investment, but it is fun if you're okay with doing that. But again, this is last year's, so the dates and the times, don't pay too much attention to this. This is all about last year's bootcamp. This year's has not been announced and probably won't be announced until early July. So we've probably got about a month before we have to be locking in. But yeah, July 17th was when it started last year. That was once they'd already picked the cadets. So I think cadets opened for picking on the 10th of July, which means this was probably posted on like the 10th of July. And then, yeah, you had 1 week to make your stuff. Also, Sunkoi, good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Morning, Chroma Core. Nearly, yeah, in like a month's time, Chroma Core starts. So we're just trying to get like the community in the loop of how it works. Most people will do digital art. Some people do traditional. I do embroidery personally. I am going to be doing embroidery this year, but I'm specifically not going to be entering to compete. I want to go Washout Alley. I want to do Washout Alley again this year. Oh dear, Washout Alley is a wild name. The first time I heard it, I was like, it feels a bit rude, but like, it's actually such a lovely community, Sen. Like, everyone's so chill and like just hyping each other up in Washout Alley. It's lovely. A very relaxed way of taking part in something that is still very much like a boot camp.
Do the absolute best will earn 2 lap points.
Yeah, so you don't need to hear any of this. This is how it was run last year, so this doesn't make any sense for this year. That's just how last year's was done. This year will likely be entirely different because they do different judging and different ways of running it every single year, so it keeps it very fresh. There's a different theme and the way that the judging happens is different every year. So different amount of cadets every year as well. Sometimes they pick like 15 cadets, sometimes they pick 40. So, you know, it's different every year, and until they announce that, we just don't know what that's going to be like. But it doesn't, again, the only caveat for me is unless they specifically say Chroma Core this year is like mixed media themed, I'm not competing. I'm just here for vibes. If they were like, oh, I think the theme for this year is going to be mixed media, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll enter to compete. But I'll try and get in again. Which again, it'd be a try because I think, isn't it like 2,000 people enter every year at this point? And again, only the top It could be top 20, could be top 30, could be top 40. Only the top small percent get in. So even if you're like, I really want to compete, there is a small chance. Also, the way that those are picked are different. Sometimes they have guests pick them, sometimes Cynics picks them. When they've been teams, the team captains have picked them, which means I don't even know who you're trying to appeal to, because it's very different if you're trying to appeal to Cynics versus one of the like team captains versus an artist that's not even there. Like, it's tricky. It's tricky because a different art is going to appeal to different people. I'd love to do a day, to be honest. I don't have the time for every day. That is the other thing with Chroma Core. If you do Washout Alley, you can do as many prompts or as few prompts as you want. So, for example, if you were like, I'll make my... As long as you make a cadet, you could only do one prompt, and that's still doing Chroma Core. I like to try and do every single one because I do treat it like a boot camp of trying to improve, but not everyone... Mate, you quiet down out there. But yeah, mate, not everyone has the time to do the daily challenges. All you would have to do is make a cadet. I can show you my cadet from last year, so you can see like a character sheet. This is just my character sheet. Everyone does their character sheets slightly differently. But oh, can I show you my character sheet? Not without freezing my PC, I can't. It would be far too easy otherwise. Where's Chroma Core? Oh, there it is. And then I want my finished pieces. Yeah, I'll show you. This is my character sheet from last year. So I supplemented embroidery with digital art, but I did still do an embroidery of my character. And then I did like the extra pieces in digital around it. Which I did actually for quite a few of my projects last year to make sure they were finished for submission, because otherwise embroidery just takes such a long time. So yeah, that's how I did my character sheet, my deep sea trash collecting grandma. Yeah, literally just that. Had my different poses with different expressions. I had the one with the flag because of the prompt, and I had the embroidery in the center. And this one actually got me selected last year. But again, the reason that I think I got selected was not because my art was the best, because it wasn't. The reason that I got selected was because I think, and I can only say I think because I don't know, but the reason I believe that I got selected was because of my mixed media, because of doing embroidery. It does just set me a little bit apart from a lot of the other artists who are doing digital. It does also, I think, make it difficult to judge, because, but again, that was their choice to pick me. I didn't choose to get picked. But yeah, that's how I did it, and I'm really pleased with how a lot of my art turned out last year. There was a lot of stuff that I was really, really pleased with, and I like how my character design sheet looked as well. This year we are going to be focusing more heavily on simply embroidery, but that is also because I'm not looking to compete, so I can kind of just vibe with my embroidery stuff. Has there ever been a prompt involving the medium? No, I don't know, Robert, actually. I don't remember one. I know there was one where it was like draw in the style of another artist, and a few people did pick to do me and gave embroidery a go, but I don't remember. Pretty, thank you. This is Millie. Thanks, Nick, as well. Yeah, the colours are gorgeous. Thank you. I'm really pleased with how Millie turned out, to be honest. I painted a lot of the fabric as I was using it, so it ended up with like some slightly bolder colours in there because I wanted little pops here and there. But yeah, generally I'm very, very happy with how Millie looks, and I had a good time with drawing her. And again, I did pick a character that I enjoyed drawing. I am not going to show you, but, well, I'll give you like a flash, but maybe, but I've got... Oh yeah, this is me explaining how I grazed my knee as a kid. Not what we're looking for. I have been designing a little creature, a cadet for this year. I like where I've started, but they need some work. They need some work. It's a good start, requiring some work. I know kind of what I want to do, but I don't really want to share it with you yet, to be honest. I kind of want to, you know, chill with them a bit more, work some more stuff out. Oh dear, I remember seeing you work on some of the embroidery, I think towards the end of the event last year, potentially. Last year I did a lot of free motion embroidery as well as hand embroidery, so I did like a lot of applique and stuff like that, and I also did more beading, sequinning, sparkles. Was a little bit more experimental with things, and I had a really good time with that, to be honest. This year I want to focus a bit more on the embroidery itself. Yeah, so like a little bit more specific. But yeah, I'm also not really looking to compete this year, so I think that's fine. Noodle creature. A noodle creature? Yeah. I mean, I can show all of them, actually. That was my one from last year. But I also have my Chroma Core from the year before, where I did stump work. Where did I put it? Was it this one? Yeah, this was my one from the year before, which is waffles. I had a good time with that. And then from the year before that, I think they have gotten better over the years, to be honest, which I guess is good. That's improvement. Yeah, this was my first one. So this was also the first thread painting I ever did. This was my first year where I had Glenn, who I had a good time with. A slightly older gentleman, which I enjoyed. But again, I think you can see even with the embroidery, like, it's, oh, don't draw on it. It's not bad by any stretch. I'm still very proud of the art that I did back then, but I think you can kind of see more beginner kind of vibes. And that, like, I was basically just using satin stitch for everything. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Satin stitch. If I don't know, we satin stitch. And so yeah, I did that for like a lot of stuff. And sometimes it worked out pretty well. Like I think with this smaller piece, it actually looked really, really good. But I think I probably could have done other stitches. I was also using half. So I was using 3 strands at a time the entire year this year to get things filled in quickly. But that sometimes makes them look a little bit bulky and rushed. And then, yeah, waffles, I went down to using 1 thread at a time, and you can see, like, the color blending is just a lot better because I was doing 1 thread at a time. I also did stump work for the flowers coming out of the head, and I was starting to use beads a little bit, but I think just the blending in general was better. And then, yeah, last year I did a mixture of thread painting and machine, free motion embroidery. And I also did digital art as well, so it became like a lot more mixed media. But that, again, it's an evolution. And I like all of the stuff. Like, I think all of them are good, and I'm proud of doing all of them, but I do think I've gotten a lot better. Yeah. And then we've got this year's one, which we'll be doing soon. Ah, dear. For me in the art, the more colourful it is, the better it is. Hell yeah, I know a lot of people like colour. I don't know how colourful this one's going to be, though, I will say. I'm looking to do a slightly more neutral colour palette, but we'll see. I think the texture has gotten more interesting. Yeah, I think having as well the digital elements was a fun, like, it's nice having both. I think both work well with each other. Also, thank you for the borrowed dark. Good morning, Flump. I hope you're doing well. I think it's a nice having both because I think, honestly, the embroidery does read pretty well with the character, but I think having the extra detailed versions of the, like, well, no, the slightly less detailed versions, honestly, of the digital art, if someone was to try and replicate this character, it would give them more stuff to do that. Whereas if I'd only had the embroidery, I think it'd be difficult for other people to see the main design moves. So, yeah, having this shows, like, what the full body looks like, shows kind of how the face looks like. Whereas, yeah, in Waffles, we had just this one, and yeah, even less with Glenn. But again, I think my photography has gotten better, because this was year 1, this was year 2, and then the photography got better, and then just the vibes and the colours and everything got a little better. And then, yeah, hopefully this year I want to tone it down a little bit, so I don't know how much better it will look, but hope it'll be easier to do day after day. Sloth, I hope that the peaking went good. Good morning as well, I hope you're doing well. Some extra oomph. Evolution is fun to see, it is, and this will be our 4th year. It's just, I really like it. It is described as a boot camp, and it very much is like a boot camp. There's a lot of practice, back to back to back to back. But again, if you're trying to develop an art style, or you're trying to practice, especially character design, it is a boot camp where you can learn a lot very quickly. And that's great. That's great. And there's a lot of other ones as well, because of course you have like Art Fight, and you have like, if you do like Inktober kind of stuff, you know, all of those kind of ones. There's a lot of daily art challenges, but this is the one that I do. It shows that you can fulfill the character design with embroidery. Yeah, the character design does work well in embroidery, but you could also do it digitally if you wanted to. Peak was fun, but I already missed. Oh, you miss it. And Miku, good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. I'm excited to see this year's. Yeah, we probably won't hear about it till next month, but I'm keeping an eye out, keeping an ear out. And yeah, the reason this came up in conversation is because after next week, we're probably going to start having like a little bit more like prep for Chroma Core kind of stuff. So we'll start easing into, well, let's do some design stuff on stream. Let me show you what I'm thinking, stuff like that. It won't be this week and it won't be next week, just because this week I've got plans, next week we've got plans, but the week after that. So I think it'd be the week starting for us, the 29th. Yeah, we're probably going to be easing into Chroma Core there, of getting some ideas and showing you kind of what I've been thinking. Yeah. How's you? Sloth, I had food poisoning, but other than that, I'm good. I feel like I've been hit by a truck, and we're probably going to do a really short stream today. But that's okay, because it is what it is. It's also why I haven't taken stuff down, because I finished fundraising on Saturday, so Saturday night, and then I immediately got food poisoning, and then yesterday I was just dead. And today, I feel fine. I don't feel ill or anything. It's just, I feel like I've been hit by a truck. Like, I haven't slept good for a couple days, and I've been very unwell. Oh, dear. So nothing has been done. I'm just, like, a day behind. I know, Astrid, nearly Chroma already. Still on art, baby. I need to practice more in general in different mediums. I might try and push myself and join the Washout Alley. I want to do it, literally. Washout Alley is so supportive of each other. Everyone's just happy making art and stuff like that and doing their best. And you'll get a lot of feedback from other people also putting stuff in Washout Alley. So, like, peer feedback, like a lot of from other artists and all that kind of stuff. It's lovely. It's a really nice vibe. Why'd you do that? I didn't do it on purpose. No food poisoning, sending huggies away. Yeah, it's all right. It could have been worse, all things considered. Like, it really wasn't that bad. But, yeah, also I'm just like, whoa. Does that mean Shiny's a widow now and available? No, I've not died. I'm still here. Hello? No. Oh my god, it's not even been 24 hours. You can't just sweep him and steal him immediately. Once a cage lord, always a cage lord. It's true, and he's gonna stay behind my stream. We'll never be cageist here. If you boys can also be gentle with your stomach while you're healing. Yeah, like, I am feeling a lot better today than I was. To be clear, like, I don't feel unwell anymore. I'm just tired. I'm just, again, like, I'm sure most people here have had food poisoning at least once in their life. I'm just tired. Like, I feel fine. I can eat again. Like, I'm just achy and tired. And I'm sure by tomorrow, be fine. Interesting how no one asked it. Yeah, no one's asking to marry Toilet Man. The hell. Oh, dear. But yeah, that will eventually be a part of stream. I mean, we could honestly just do some stuff with this today. We have been talking about it all morning. But I don't know how much I want to show you of my little guy. We have been talking about it all morning now. And do you wanna, do you wanna see him? Would you like to see what I've got at the moment? He's not finished and I don't know exactly how I want to, like, go or where I want to go with him at the moment. But would you like to see him? He's a little bit sketchy at the moment, though. Also, Squid, I didn't hear that. Good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Raiders. Good morning, Raiders. Skid, how you doing? Let me get you the shout out. Oh, dear. I hope you had a lovely, lovely stream. Let me put that there. And then put this here. There we go. How was your stream? We've just been yapping a bit about, like, character design sheets, previous years of a daily art challenge called Chroma Core, and, like, how we've approached it, and, like, what we want to do for this year and stuff like that. Yeah, we can give input in directions if that's solicited. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you could help me out with him a bit. All right. Yeah, maybe. I know what I want to do, but he just doesn't feel finished at this point. Like, it feels like something's missing. Also, sorry, for anyone new here, hello, hi, my name is Jelly, my pronouns are he, him. We're an 18+ channel, so if you're under the age of 18, you will need to leave. Happy Pride! Happy Pride! We've actually just finished a big fundraiser for Point of Pride. And I've just had food poisoning, so if I'm a little bit low energy, that's why. It's not because of you! It's just because I'm recovering. But I hope we're doing good. I hope things have been going good for you. Yeah, we've been talking character design all morning. Have a lovely lurk, Sloth. Take care of yourself. Yes, I need to go do some adulting, but I'll peek to see a new creature. Let me show you. So I'll show you the full body one. He looks like this at the moment. He's not got arms. He's got a long tail and a really big hand on the end of the tail. He's kind of designed after a bat, but like kind of with the body of a chicken. Yeah, bat vibes without the wings and instead massive tail. He is a friend. He's also got a little hat. I give him a little hat and a little cape. A little hat and a little cape. That's what I'm thinking, because I wanted to do something simple that I could simplify down quite easily to very small embroideries, because we want to do most of my embroideries this year on the back of a denim jacket, so my space is very limited, so I didn't want to do a very complicated character because that wouldn't then fit where I need it to go. If I could use this, to be honest. If I bring you over here, the way that I've been drawing him is like big old belly, and then whip, maybe like more like that, and then a big old eye, big old eye, big old ear, and then give him his big old bushy neck bit, which is kind of a mustache, but kind of just a neck thing, and then yeah. If I have my eraser slightly larger, thank you very much. There you go. Like this. Because it's easy to simplify down into like the shapes. Yeah. Which can be, I'll just do like I need to get his tail in somehow. I've not done this at a good size for the canvas. Make him smaller. There you go. I'm fighting. Let's have him do his hand pose where his hand is down. There you go. And then I can't quite work out how I want to do his legs. And I'm thinking more like chicken legs, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't quite thought that through. But yeah, you get the vibes. And then he's got his cape. And he's got his little hat. There he is, my little guy. But yeah, I haven't quite worked out. I've kind of done I think probably, if I had to say, I'd almost want him to be able to perch on his own tail, like so. I guess like this. Yeah, there you go. I kind of want him to be able to perch on it. So he's like a little guy. Here he is. This is my guy. I like him. He's simple, so I can put him down. I've only known him for 2 seconds, but if anything happened to him, well, I kind of want him to be not... Okay, so the way that... He's meant to look very cute and very approachable. With the idea, though, that if we're looking at like a character archetype, I want him to be a thief. A thief. I wish I could say thief better. I want him to be a thief. I'm just gonna write it on screen, I'm sorry. Thief. I want to be a thief. I want him, he's got very sharp teeth. I want him to be kind of like, that's why he's got like the grabby arm on the tail, because it'd be ideal for pickpocketing, right? He'd be excellent at pickpocketing. He's got his big old ears, so he can hear people coming. He's a very little guy. He's only like, what? I want to say like 1-2 foot tall. Like, he's tiny. I'll put like 1 foot. There you go. He's a really small guy. So he's really small, and he doesn't have arms, but he's got like this big old tail with a hand on the end, which means he could just like reach into your pockets and steal. So he's got to look really cute so that you wouldn't suspect him. But in reality, he's a thief. A thief? He's not a good person. He's a criminal, a tiny criminal. So that he can be really good at stealing. Yeah. I also want to say that he is probably one of those characters, looks very cute, but like you'd see him in like a bar, like at the end of the day, complaining about all of his co-workers if he works with people, and like being kind of pissed off in general, like generally grumpy vibes, but he tries to look as cute as possible so that people don't suspect him of thievery. He's fluffy. Because I want to get better at embroidering fur. Also, thank you for the follows. It's very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah. This is his name. A little guy, just a little guy. Oh, there's a similar energy. Mine's more buff daddy version. What? Oh dear, very cute. Hi Schlerel, good morning. I'm introducing you to my little guy. This is kind of where he's at right now. Yeah. I just need to get better at drawing him. Yeah, this is kind of what he looks like. He's got a little cape. I do like the idea that there is stuff like basically he could just hide stuff under the cape. So like for instance, if he's stolen something, he could just hang it up in the inside of it. So there's lots of little hangers or something on the inside of it that he can put stuff in. The hat is aesthetic. I just like putting him in a little hat. I think it's cute. Tiny, tiny hat. Your last year's cadet was also small. Really long, but small, yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, Millie probably would have been slightly longer than this one, but yeah, definitely smaller. C3, C3, T3, T3. There you go, T3. Trying. I'm C3. 2 seconds. Let me hear it. Fevery, maybe. Fee3. Fevery. Fevery. Yeah, there you go. Fevery. We get there. I'm probably have to do that a few times. Feeve. Can Fur be reactive, like, go smooth? Yes. So, I've been drawing him with lots of different, like... I've been trying to go through and do lots of different, like, facial expressions, because I think the fur and the ears especially could be really expressive. I've also been, like, trying to put him in lots of different positions and, like, draw him in lots of different ways. Because, yeah, I think, yeah, the ears and the fur give a lot of, and like the fur here give a lot for like expressiveness of like it pointing up versus pointing down, like if it stands on end and like ears go out, like angy kind of stuff, ears going all the way down for sad, you know, there are ways that we could do it where it's like, yeah, to make him look more expressive. And hats for the win. I do love a hat. I'm also just enjoying the evolution from human to little guy. It's true. We've gone steadily less and less and less human, and now this is what I'm looking at. Was the speech impediment part of the transitioning? This is something that I've had since braces. Because I've said thread for like the entire time that I've streamed, and like every now and again someone's like, you say thread weirdly, and it's like, yeah, I know. Braces. I had braces when I was a teenager, and it gave me like a pretty bad overbite. Basically, I had my teeth lined up really, really well before I had braces, but they were like all over the place. So I did need braces. And then since having braces, there were just certain words I find kind of hard to say, but my teeth look better. And again, they were like, I very much had like the, if this is my mouth, there it is. My bottom teeth were pretty okay. They were alright. I had like pretty normal bottom teeth. They were like a bit all over, but like not that bad. My front teeth were backwards, like in, and then my canines were like out. And then these ones were like in. So it was like a mess on the top. But then when they fixed it, I had a really intense overbite. I don't know. But again, they do look better. So I guess it's fine. Been a lot more the last few weeks. I don't think so. Not with Caesary and not with Thread. That one I've always struggled with. The other ones, we did come up... We think it's because I went to the dentist and had my teeth realigned. And it's teeth. It's teeth. This is what it is. I think I told you this the other day, actually. Yeah, for those who don't know, I keep having to go back to the dentist for the... You know when I bit through the rock and it knocked out 2 of my teeth and then we had them remade and stuff like that? I've had to consistently go back every 6 months to have things rejected, and every time I find it hard to speak for a bit afterwards. That being said, thread and thesery and stuff like that, that's been forever. That's not new. That is since braces. But if it's worse the last few weeks, it's probably because I had to go back to the dentist. Although, I will say, they were like, while we're doing this, do you want us to just quickly knock that stain off your front tooth? Look at them. They look pretty normal. I had like a really big orange stain here for years. And they were like, I would just knock it off its surface level. And so they did. That was nice. Dear. No one would ever suspect such a cute little guy. Well, that's the idea. Is he gets you with his cuteness. He's like, oh my god, just a little guy. Just a little guy, I'd never do anything. And then the reality is Thief. And I want him to have like a... Like if we give him a little mouth. Yeah, like that. He's got little sharp teeth. Oh dear. Which part are you not sure about this guy? The tail attachment, I am not 100%, and the feet, I'm not 100% happy with. I like his face. I do think the only thing with his face that I'd maybe like to do more of is more of like this kind of from the side, because I do think that's cute. And then we can have the... Which I originally had him a bit flatter, but I do think having that is kind of cute, and then having the neck fluff straight underneath. I just don't know if it makes him look a little dinosaur-y, because I don't necessarily want him to look dinosaur-y. And then belly. I guess, like, actually that's not so bad. It's kind of just the back into the tail and the feet themselves that I'm, like, unsure about. I like the hand. The hand I did switch from having 5 fingers to 3 fingers and 1 thumb kind of thing, just because it's a bit more fun to draw like that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because he's meant to be like a little bit bird. Because I like the idea that his feet can go back up into him a little bit. I'm just not sure, because he doesn't have wings is the thing. He doesn't have wings. So I'm like, I don't know that it necessarily makes sense for him to have this body type. What is happening out there? Are you alright out there? It's Monday. Chill out. Jeez. Also, Captain, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome on in. Which part? Yeah, it's the tail and the tail attachment. I'm not super jazzed about yet. I think the side of the head does need to look more like this. I don't know how this would affect how he looks from the front, whether you'd see like there being a snout there or something. Maybe like something like that, maybe from the front to indicate snout. I also think I do keep making his head either too big or too small. I do want to go more towards a larger head, I think. Because again, it's the cute factor of like big head cute kind of thing. More like that. There you go. I do keep making his head a little small. There's things I like, and I think the body tail is a bit that I'm really like not sure about, as far as like if I was to stretch him out, it's kind of just like he's kind of like this, but with a hand on the end. You know, and I'm like, I don't know if that's the vibe. I'm not sure. And then like a fuzzy thing here, and then you see what I mean? I'm like, I just don't know. I don't know if that's the vibe. I'm wondering if maybe I want his whole tail to be smaller, so I want it to maybe be more like that. That might fix it for me. Oh dear. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun of like because I think I can get really expressive with the face, because like for instance, if he was being like really cute, could have big old eyes, like with big old pupils, and like, oh my gosh, so expressive. And then and then put the little snout bit on there, and then we could have the flicks all going up here, so it's like but then we could have like the ears going down as if they're like, and like folding up a little bit. Like, I think it could be really cute. Ah, dear. And then Angie could be more like... have them really, like... I did have a good one, where was it? Where it was like... I don't have to have the eye shape be... what do you call it? The eye shape doesn't have to be round. So you could be more like... pissed off. Have the ears going out to the side, and then... there you go. And just have the... everything, like... down. It's just done. Oh dear. I don't know, I feel like you could make him very expressive with the ears and with the others. Oh dear. And then have him more like angry. Have the ears like stood out like to the side or something. Actually, let's draw his body first. I could do like a... there you go. Have his ears fully out, there you go. And I think this would have his hair be more spiky. Yeah, like stuff like that. Where I feel like you could make him very expressive without having to change too much, which is good because I think he's going to be really small. And I don't think I'm going to have the space to change him a whole lot. Yeah. Oh, dude, that face I'm relatively happy with. It's the body that I've been umming and ahhing. Go weird and just have a normal human arm and hand. I do want to have like a relatively human hand on the end of the, like maybe a bit more porish, like kind of fursuit-esque, but like still kind of human dexterity on the end of the hand. Also, Sally, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're doing well and cute. And thank you for the Borodara. Borodara, we're trying to flesh out my character. This is kind of what he looks like. He's a creature. I like him. Very simplified what he looks like. But yeah, I would like him to have... I need to design the hand separately, to be honest, but like... have him have like a relatively human hand. I'm thinking like if I... like maybe a little rounder or like square at the end. But like that kind of... but only for 3 fingers. I think having a little paw or something on the end would be kind of cute. But yeah, he needs to be relatively dexterous if he's going to be a thief. So... and I did also want like a little bit of fluff at the end of the tail to like go into it kind of thing. But yeah, something like that. Give him a little palm as well. There you go. Yeah. Is a hand going to be just fingers or like have a palm? Not a wrist, but it's going to be like the full hand. Again, with the idea that he could use it to sneak into your pockets and steal your stuff. Yeah. I like, when I was doing the character design, before designing the character, I kind of wrote a list of like, he's got to be small because he's got to be able to be drawn and like simplified down, but I drew a list of things that I wanted him to be. So I was like, he's got to look really cute so he can deceive people. He's got to be able to grab things from far away. He's got to be, and have somewhere to hide the things that he's grabbed, so that he can be good at stealing. He's got to be, I want him to be like sick of people, so I think I want the cuteness to be like a real facade. I want him to be small and fast. And I want there to be fur so that I can practice embroidering fur. And so this is kind of where we ended up. Could he have one leg? Ooh. Could he have one leg? That might be what's doing it for me, actually. Maybe I like the design of, like, this more. if he only has like one leg. But do I want him to naturally have one leg, or do I want like he's lost a leg? Which way around do I want to do it? I'm gonna draw his thing in the same way of like having the tail here. So we have that, because that's just a pose that I'm enjoying doing. There you go. Question. What question? A one-legged fellow like Hoot Hoot. Yeah. Oh dear. I would so want to tickle his little cheeks, and I'm sure he'd hate it. I think he would hate it. Oh dear. Or a band on the legs and have him stand on his tail hand. Yeah. I mean, I still think I want a leg though, because I do like the aesthetic of him perching on his own leg or his own tail. I feel like that's really fun. I think it stands out quite nicely. Oh dear. Natural one leg so it could be in the middle. Think. Natural one leg in the middle would be like... How would he move though? Like if he was running, how would he move? I'm gonna do him yawning. He's gonna be tired. That's gonna look suspicious actually. Maybe we don't have him yawning. I don't know. Propel himself with a tail hand. He could. Who has two legs? Just perched on one. Does anyone know anything about computers? I'm afraid not. I think probably if people do, you'd probably want to ask in the Discord rather than in stream as well, because a lot of people are asleep at this time. You can always whack it in the general chat in Discord though. Okay. Have the other one like tucked in, like this. I really like the aesthetic of him having one leg. I'll be honest. I do really, really like that. I struggle to find it to make sense, but I really like it. You know what though? Let's remove his leg for now. If we're going with the, okay, I'm trying to think like how I'm thinking within the lore. I want him to look really, really cute again because he wants to get away with crimes, and what a better way to get away with crimes than being really, really cute, right? No one will suspect you if you're really, really cute. So he's got pretty privilege. Maybe though he is kind of older than he looks, and having a few battle injuries would kind of give the illusion of him maybe being a little older than he looks. And it could be, we could do leg as one of those injuries. I could put another injury on him. I actually, in the original ones, I did have him with a piercing here. And I had him with a little bracelet around his tail, like so. But I could also have him with just some injuries. Like he is just a little older, like he's been caught stealing before. Maybe just like a section of the ear is gone on one side. Or maybe where the piercing is, he's actually lost a section of that ear. But then to like try and hide the fact that he's lost a section, he's put an ear on. There you go. So it looks like a little bit more on purpose, because he is trying to disguise the fact that he's a bit older. He's trying to look cute. And so that people don't suspect him. but that's an injury. Yeah. He's like, let me disguise this with some bits and bobs like that. Featherjad Peepia, how you doing? Good morning, I hope you're doing good. And then like another one could just be, he's giving the illusion that he's perching on one leg, but in reality he actually only has one leg. Like, he's doing this, and it's like trying to give the illusion that he just has the one leg. Like, but the other leg is just tucked away. But in reality, it's not tucked away, he only has one leg. I don't know, that could kind of do it. Disguise. Yeah, like he's hiding the fact that he has, like, only one leg and trying to make it look natural that he's perched on one leg as, like, a choice rather than as a necessity. Maybe? I also want him to be fluffy, like, the whole way. He's just fluffy. He's a fluffy little guy. He is very much inspired by bats, which I was going to go more towards ferrets and weasels, but I got stuck at bats. I like bats. He's bat. A bat creature. Yeah. I think I like that. I think I like that more. 2 seconds. Let me put him on one side. Over here. Yeah. I don't know. I still would get to do all the stuff with the face. I think having the ears be a little bit different as well, so he's not so symmetrical, is only a benefit as well. Because I don't really want to do a symmetrical character. Yeah. He's sustained. He could even have... what happens, though? Sorry, I'm gonna have to maybe Google this, but I'll ask. If something with fur gets a scar, does the fur grow back over the top of the scar? I'm assuming it does enough that you wouldn't normally see the scar. I was gonna say we could maybe have him with some, like... maybe, like, near his tail, actually. Just, like, some scratch marks, maybe? Because he's really small. Like, you could eat him so easily. He's tiny, very edible and small. And, like, look at all this roundness. Like, you'd get a good meal out of him. He would be delicious. So I feel like someone's probably tried to give it a go. Oh, dear. And then maybe we could have a... ooh, maybe instead of the cape. Wait a minute. Maybe instead of the cape, we could go for, like, a bag instead. I just want somewhere for him to put his stuff. We could do bag instead. And maybe give him, like, a... if he's gonna have his capelet, it's, like, a little smaller. Because I do like his little capelet. He feels kind of naked without it. He's a creature, but he's sentient. Like, you can chat with him. I feel like a little something. There you go. Yeah, like that. Again, I don't want to complicate him too much. But that's not too complicated, is it? Yeah, like, that's manageable. Always scared what animals with patchy fur where the scars are. Yeah. It's tricky. I'd have to look it up what it, like, looks like, I think, to get, like, a good idea of it. Because, yeah, on a bat, because they'd have very short fur, it'd probably be quite noticeable. Trying to start COVID 2.0, I'm not. Still kind of there. Hair doesn't commonly grow on scar tissue, but enough around it that the scar can hide it. So you'd see, like, ripples in the fur, maybe a little bit. But not obvious scarring. Not, like, the same with, like, the ear, for example, where there's just a chunk left out of it. Okay. Yeah. I like the idea that he's tried to disguise it. He's tried to disguise his leg. He's tried to disguise his ear. Because the more scars he has, the older he'd look, which would be like the more responsible he is, which means the more likely he is that he's done his crimes. Dear. He's just a little guy. He is just a little guy. I'm actually quite happy with this. He's also meant to be fluffy, like, the whole way. Yeah, like a little, but like a short fur. Yeah, like a bat. Okay. This is not a bee. Should I change my stream title? Probably. 2 seconds, I'll do that. Responsible streamer. Chill Monday. We'll just put Chill Monday. Chill Monday, maybe designing a new OC. There you go. There we go. That better, more accurate. You might not see it, but I think I've updated it. It just, yeah, probably doesn't show for people that are already here. But that's okay. Yeah, maybe change the title. Maybe this isn't a bee. People are gonna come in and be like, weird kind of bee you got there. What's that? What's that? That's not a bee. Shoot, they're right. They're onto me. They know that I'm not drawing bees. Oh dear. Oh, it has updated? Oh, nice. Thank you. I think then maybe something like this. We could go. I don't know what colors I want to do him yet either. I'm actually probably going to go through my embroidery box to see what colors I've got a lot of. And actually, if you're thinking of art fight with a silly fella, nah, this is made for chroma core. So this is going to be my chroma core OC. I love art fight. I wish I could take part in it, but art fight unfortunately happens at the same time as chroma core does. Chroma core is another, like, it's a daily art challenge. So yeah, because I'm doing chroma core, I can't really do art fight very easily as well. Let's just put the little chroma symbol on there. There you go. Here's my chroma OC. And yeah, so this will be my chroma OC, kind of like Glenn, like Waffles, like Millie, and then he needs a name, but I haven't thought of a name yet. Oh dear, Millie kind of came to me. We'll see if this comes to me or not. It gave me yeah, rude. Oh, it's probably because you refreshed, right? Yeah, because I only have pre-roll ads. I don't have mid-roll ads. So you'll only probably get that if stream refreshes. I'm sorry. Art fight is my productivity drug. Yeah, art fight is very, very cool. Also, wait, they've announced the teams for art fight now. Does anyone here know what the teams are? Because normally there's 2 teams for art fight, right? What are the teams this year? Let's do some expressions. Let's do some expressions. Let's try and go really expressive with him. I'm gonna do the happiest expression first. He'd probably be like ears all the way up. And hair probably going up. And then like, whoa. That's a bit maybe too expressive. Looks like a little butterfly. Look at him go. He's so happy. And then boom, 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 boom. Hee hee. So happy. All standing up. I kind of did this before, actually. I don't need to do this again. What I kind of need to work out is what colours he's going to be. Oh, dear. There's 3 teams this year. What? That's new, right? Wait. Also, Banoffee, good morning. Comedy, tragedy, and mystery. Ooh. 3. Schlief, like Schlief and thief. Yeah, Schlief. Schlief the thief. Oh dear. My goal for art is just 69 attacks. You did 85? That is so impressive. Considering tragedy. Ooh, between comedy, tragedy, and mystery. You know, I think between the 3, I'd probably go for mystery. And I try and, because I'm a Scorpio and I'm meant to be mysterious, and I try and do mysterious Scorpio things. You know what though, actually, fun art challenge while I'm trying to design an OC. Let's design them for those 3 things. What was it? Comedy, mystery, and tragedy. Come on, man. Get 1. So I'm just putting the heads in. Alright. Comedy, mystery, and tragedy. We'll do comedy first. Which I think would be like this kind of shape eye, probably. Cheeky eyes. Actually, let's have them a bit bigger. Can also do like a actually, I like them more like that. Keep them simple. Keep them simple. Unless, if I do it more like this, could I put the skin going in? Yeah, I could have that make the shape. Give him a little snout. He looks a little bit more determined than I was intending him to, but that's okay. He can look determined. I think spiked up for that? Like that, yeah. Okay, he looks a bit evil. He looks eviler than I was intending him to. Your team comedy? Your team comedy? You're tragic. Hell yeah. Also, John, good morning. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Dear, I want to draw people fellow comedically. I think I'd go for mystery. Yeah, 3 teams is revolutionary. I like that, but I guess it's been getting busier and busier every year. So it sort of does make sense. What was the other one? Comedy, tragedy. Or probably be like, someone stole his snacks. Someone stole his snacks. And he's so sad. He's like, no, my snacks. Someone stole them. I don't have them anymore. Where are they? And then, gotta have the ears go down, of course. Oh no. His snacks. And everything here has got to be, well, the first one can go up, but then it's got to be down. It's got to be down. No. And then, what was the last one? Mystery. That's what the one I would have picked. Torn between mystery and tragedy, but the idea of drawing everyone crying at Eva is funny to me. Off topic, but since I'm sorting my fabrics, I keep thinking about how, ooh, clear plastic bin. It means you can see everything. And you can iron them and fold them small so they don't take up so much space. Which is also like what I do. And it means that you don't have to worry about them getting dusty. There you go. Have these ones go up. And then those ones go down. And then, last one, mystery. Mystery. Ooh. How do you draw someone mysterious? I guess if I move the moustache up a little bit, well, it's not a moustache, it's the neck fluff, but if I move the moustachey bit up a bit, I could tuck their mouth in there and have them be like... being suspicious. Or do they look more confused? Maybe I should have it the other way around. Yeah, there you go. Mysterious. I think this one would have the ears right up, right? Because it wants to hear everything. I think I made the ears too big. That's alright. There we go. They kind of overlapped each other. I don't know, I just feel like the shapes would be pretty good for this character for lots of expressiveness. There he is. We have him. Let me move this one as well, and then they can kind of all overlap. There we are. We have him comedy, we have him tragedy, and we have him mysterious. Yes, yes, give him a trench coat, that'll do it. You went with mystery? I feel like I'd go with mystery too. Rapala is a bat. Oh, Rapala is bat in Greek? That's very cool. Like for a name idea, I suppose? You could do something like that. Did a quick doodle of an idea of fur around a scar. Oh, thank you. Dear. In livestream Discord. Let's have a little peek. Oh. Let me show so people can see what Sam was talking about as well. Where is Discord? Where is Discord? Why is Discord? I've got too many items in list. I cannot see. I see what you mean. Yeah, like the scar remains. Hair doesn't grow on the scar. It's just going to grow like around the scar. And if you've got a lot of hair, then you're not going to see it. But and bats probably have a pretty short hair, I'd say. You probably would see it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think you are right. Kestrel, good morning as well. DM your art fight girl. Oh, it's the same as my username. Hell yeah. If people want to put their art fight things in the Discord, please do. Please do. Like you can put them in art channel, you can put them in live stream chat. Like if you have if you're doing art fight and you want to find people in this community that are also doing art fight, because a lot of people in this community do art fight, like please do put them in there. You're good. You're all good. Like just because I'm not competing myself, you have my full support. Oh dear. Put those there. Put those there. You specifically chose Pisk. I mean, I didn't choose it. Send it. I was doing themes, but yes, plastic toy is good for visibility. I just want to maximize my space. Hell yeah. Tricky banana sight since fabrics are heavy, yeah. Tricky balance, not tricky banana. My god. Tricky banana. The fabrics are heavy. No tricky balance. Not tricky banana. Help. Can we have an art fight thread? Yeah, how do I make you a thread? Can I put it in the art channel in the Discord? Can I make a thread? I don't know how to, but I can Google it later. I can probably find out. Hell yeah. Tricky banana. Tricky banana. Yes, very tricky banana. Wait, where am I? Oh, there I am. I'm lost. Got lost in the server. Oh, dear. Oh, wait, you know what I didn't do with these? I immediately forgot to put the details onto the ear for, like, the... There you go. Importante. Can't just forget that. I mean, I can just forget that, but that's not good. And then... There you go. Important. Character design. Yeah, this is my Chroma Core character for this year, probably. Something like this. I wanted something simple that I can embroider relatively quickly, and this is something small that I can simplify down, hopefully even further. I mean, he kind of is just a blob with, like, a blob, and then, like, tail with a hand. Give him some ears that look kind of like butterflies. There he is. My guy. One leg. I try to keep him simple because I need him to be really small. Dear. Together we shall prevail. Do you have art fight pages already? I'd love to see them. Again, we're having a very casual stream today because I don't know how long I'm going to be going for. If you want to share your art fight stuff, we could just make an art fight channel for it in the meantime if you want. I can do that. Art fight. I'm not doing art fight myself, but I can make you a channel for it. If I put it here, I'll put it at the top, and then I just have to doopy-doopy-doo. Have to copy this every time because I can never find it, but that's okay. And then I need a emoji. Maybe this? No. Not that. Maybe this? What can we do for that? Maybe this? And then put it here? There we go. And I'll say, pop your profiles and daily art stuff here if you're taking part in Art Fight and want to connect with others. There you go. Again, I don't do Art Fight myself, but I can make a channel for it. There you go. It'll be a temporary channel just while Art Fight's happening this year. I could even call it Art Fight 2026. There you go. That's there now. Excellent. Saves me having to learn how to do something new. I do mind this is very work in progress. I participated 2 other years, I think, but last year I wasn't very into it. That's fine. Again, I think with any like daily art thing, like sometimes you have art stuff you want, sometimes you don't, sometimes you're vibing, sometimes you're not. Some years are busy. There we go. We have Art Fight 2026 in. Excellent. And then yeah, I kind of just need to flesh him out a bit. I don't know if I want the symbol there is the only thing. I don't know. I kind of like it there. I do kind of like his little cape. His little cape is very cute. I guess I still need to run from the side as well. Let's do the... Yeah, if I could do both, I would, but... I think I want him like this. Ooh, wait, this could be difficult. Again, I want him very simple, because I'm gonna have to embroider him a lot. I guess like that, and then... Is that? See, I just like, does this make sense as a body type? I think the answer is yes, I think it does make sense. And hopefully it's a body type that would fit the purpose that I'm kind of, again, like a thief. Even bigger, actually. Yeah. And then just have... Actually, I guess you wouldn't see the other ear from this angle, would you? Oh. I do want his body to go to like a relatively thin tail, I think. Like more, think mouse, maybe. Think of mouse. And then come up to like there and then have the hand. But it does need to be kind of a dexterous hand. So that he can steal. Yeah, like that. There you go. One leg. Make him smaller? Oh, is that everything? I've drawn everything on one layer. Oops. Yeah. Yeah. And then he can have his little scars from like where it looks like he's been scratched. Like there. The other ear is the one with the piercing. He has got a bangly that he wears on his hand. I like the idea that he put it on and then his hand grew and then he can't get it off again. That's just permanently on him now. He's got his little capelet, which covers some of the scar, but not all of it. And the hanging beads at the front, which would be to tie it on. The bag is on the other side, so it'd be like there. And he's only got one leg, so... One leg can be there, could be like a little furry at the bottom, and then the other one is like a stump. There you go. Yeah. That's kind of what he looks like. Just a little guy. I kind of want to see the other ear though. There you go. Yeah. Chill music stream to my rescue now. Yeah, he's given an opposable form to commit crime. Yeah, he needs to specifically be able to commit crimes. I was imagining like a claw machine hand, so he steals but drops it somewhere. Initially, funny that you say that, Grobbit, when I was initially planning him, he did have a mechanical hand. It wasn't it was like a extra appendage kind of thing that he'd made for himself. But yeah, I switched it to being a permanent, like, actual hand. Like, not so much something that he's added to himself, but something that he would have been born with. I switched to it because I thought that as a creature, it kind of gave him more mobility options. I would imagine this little fella probably lives in the city. Again, if he's like a pickpocket, he'd probably live in a relatively populated place. But I want to imagine that he would have, like, his kind might have originally been in a forest kind of environment, so moving around more like a monkey, like in the high trees and stuff like that. He's very small, so having like big ears for listening out for predators and stuff like that I think makes sense. But I like the idea of his hand being more like a... You can imagine him like swinging through the trees, like using big arm to like pull himself through. And with that in mind, it wouldn't be an attachment that he would have put in later in life. It would have been something that he would have been born with. Yeah. Because they can't fly. They don't have wings. But yeah, could probably swing around in the trees pretty good. That would be a cute pose to draw him in. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It could draw him doing that. He'd be like, if there was a tree branch, then you could get a tree branch in there. And then he could grab onto the tree branch and be like, whoop. Oh dear. And then just go. And yeah, if he didn't have the prosthetic leg, which he does, I guess again the other one could be like a stump. Wait, which leg is a stump? I've done it the wrong way around. This is a stump leg, and then this is the full leg would be tucked in there. You could like swinging from vines, having a good time. Oh dear. Make sure I give him his ear injury again because I keep forgetting. There you go. And his little bangle. There you go. He's swinging. Look at him go. Oh dear. He's so rotund. He's round. He is round. Again, I wanted to try and stick to like relatively simple shapes, and big round shape, relatively easy. I can do that as an embroidery. Look at him go. See? He round. Oh dear. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Something like that. Like he probably would have originally come from a forest, and with that in mind, here's how he pings himself around the forest. He just whip 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 whip. Oh dear. I could copy and paste him so it looks more like a swinging motion. Oh dear. There we are. And then just there he goes. Yeah, I kind of want to imagine this is how they maneuver around the forest. But again, I think because if he's going to be a pickpocket specifically, probably lives in a city. Yeah. Very satisfying to fall and catch himself. Yeah! On a wire or perhaps a banner. True. True. And I like that he can give himself perch on his own tail as well. If he needs to take a little bit of a rest, he can just be like, bonk, pop himself up there. Yeah, cute. But yeah, this is what I've been kind of cooking behind the scenes, is this little guy. I like him. The other thing I like the idea that his neck can extend, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, because I do like the idea of him, one, being able to shrink his head into his fluff, but also be able to, like, extend his neck way out of his neck fluff. Like, if I get the neck fluff in here really quickly. There you go. I like the idea that if he's like disgusted, he can just and be like, "Ugh." just not in any way impressed, like, ugh. Like, and then, but also smush himself into it, like, that you could only see the very top of his eyes if he wanted to. Yeah, I like the way that, the idea that he can, like, extend neck and return neck. Oh, dear. Yeah, kind of like a turtle. That I don't know how it works, but I like the idea of him being able to do it. Daruma doll for this? Oh, 2 seconds. I actually need to Google what that is. I've heard of that before, so I think I do know what it is. I just can't recall off the top of my head. Let me have a little peeks. Oh! Ooh! I obviously love the design of these. I don't think that's necessarily what I was going for, but I do think that would be an interesting direction to take a character. Yeah. Never heard of it before. They look like this. Like, it's not what I'm going for with this character, but it would be a way of doing it, that's for sure. I guess because he's round. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. He's a little creature. I like him. He's my little guy. Yeah, it's like I know what it is, I don't recognize the name. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, I like the idea of him being able to just smush his head back into here if needed. Like, it doesn't really hide him as well as he thinks it hides him, but he'll do it anyway. Could even do that. He's so cute. He's just very fun to draw. I don't know. Again, this I feel though is kind of important. Is if you're going to draw a character a lot, having a character that you actually enjoy drawing is very nice. And I do like drawing him. He's pretty cute. He is very creature, and I like that. Like, look at your face with his little snout. He's adorable. And again, that was another thing that I was like, I want to get better at drawing snouts and such, and he has a little snout. Gives me practice. Like, look at him. He would never hurt a fly. He is innocent angel. Innocent angel creature. Yeah. Cute. Oh dear. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know. I'm still kind of working things out, but I think it'll be cute and hopefully easy to embroider. Yeah, the next thing is trying to pick out what colors he's going to be, because if we go to like the idea of him being like originally a creature that would have lived in the forest creatures can be really colorful. Like, he could be decorated like a bird. I could go more neutral colors, more bat-like, more browns, blacks, whites, that kind of stuff. But I could also just as easily go like bird in forest, neon, neon green, neon pink. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd have to draw a version of him and do a few tests. But yeah, there's nothing that says he has to be brown, like black kind of fur vibes. That was initially what I was thinking, though, I must admit. Make him venomous. I could make him venomous. You are right. He could be a venomous creature. Dear. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of what I was thinking, though. I like him. He's a good bean. He's a good bean. He needs a name still. I haven't decided what I want to call him. I was thinking like a very short name would be fun. But yeah, I hadn't thought about what to call him yet. I guess with Millie, I kind of was just like, yeah, I like Millie as a vibe, just gonna call her Millie. Actually, I've done that with all of them. I've just kind of like Glenn, I was like, I like Glenn, I'm gonna call him Glenn. Waffles was Waffles. Millie was Millie. I don't know. Thing is, I can't. I have 2 seconds. I'm gonna Google something, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Beginning with that. Ooh. Oh, okay. So there is a name. There's a letter I want the name to start with. Yeah. So I know that I want the name to begin with a specific letter. Ooh. Okay, let me see what this name means. Perfect. I think his name, subject to change, might be Otto. Which the meaning of the word is wealth, prosperity, and fortune. Yeah. Yeah. I wanted it to begin with O because he is shaped like an O. So he is an orb creature. So something that kind of suited his shape. O feels good. I think his name might be Otto. Yeah. I think. Maybe. It's not X. You liked bees, clearly. Buddy, and Bardo. Venomous elbows. I feel like Sloan Loris with venomous. He hasn't got arms. How is he gonna have venomous elbows when he's got no arms? I'm kidding. That's all. Hope you're doing well. Otto gives little Tinkerer vibes. Probably character association. Probably. Oh no. I'm not calling him. Oh no. I'm gonna call him Otto. Otto. Oh dear. I can spell it all in caps if that makes it easier. Ot. Oh. There you go. Otto. That's his name. Otto. Gives neutral colour vibes to me, like a flash of colour somewhere. That might be a good way of doing it, to be fair. Oh dear. Yeah. He's just a baby who's committed a lot of crimes. Oi oi. Nah, that's you. I can't name him after you. You're oi oi. Half of you are oi oi. I like Otto. I like Otto too. Yeah, it's just, you find a name, there you go. This is Otto. He's a small creature. Otto Oddworld the Fourth. He is the fourth, because he is my fourth OC for Chroma Core. This is Otto the Fourth, for sure. Oh dear. Yep. Let me just, real quick. I've got a lot of art here now of Otto. We could start giving it a go to draw him and maybe put some colour on him. I think probably though the one that's giving like the easiest to draw over. Let's use that. Ugh, I do feel also neutral colours towards. But he could be. Okay. Like he could be like browns, blacks, whites, creams, like regular back colours. He could also be like dark blue. But I'm like, if he was in the trees, would he be like a dark green? I don't know. Ah dear. Now I'm just thinking of Shitmouse Ginger's the reference. Otto Oswald the Fourth. I like Otto. I like him. Oh dear. Yeah, he's cute. Alright. How are we gonna draw him? Well, let's draw him with black outline for now, because I can always make that different later. I need to look at how bat ears attach to the rest of the head, because I'll be honest, I don't know. I have not looked. But I should look. because he's got big old bat ears. There we go, and then... and... Could have it like that, if I wanted his snout to be a little bit more pronounced, maybe? Mayhapsy? I feel like this happens every year with Chroma Core. People that have been here for a while can say, well, we're doing a stream which is not Chroma Core themed, and then it's like, but what if I just showed you what I've been working on? And then it is Chroma Core themed now. Like, it was not a second ago, but now it is. Surprise. Surprise to me as well, because this is not what I came into stream expecting to do today. Very Millie ears. Yeah, there were some elements, and I think this is the same for every OC that I do for Chroma Core. There are elements where I'm like, I liked this was fun to do, I want to do something similar again, because I had fun with this. And I think for Millie, the thing that I've taken is the ears. I would say the eyes, but I think I do my eyes like this in general now. That's just like become how I do eyes. Let me go and tell I hurt you. Was that Mason? Did Mason get it? You did! Good morning, Mason. How you doing? Welcome on in. We've been designing my new OC for Chroma Core this year, and his name is Otto, and I like him very much. This is Otto. He is a bat. What would we say? Bat monkey hybrid? Chicken? Bat monkey chicken hybrid. OCO as well, good morning. Welcome on in. We've been designing a new OC. His name is Otto. I like him. We do this every year, so we do an art challenge every year where you make an OC for it and then you do daily art challenges. We always do ours in embroidery. So my first year was Glenn, my second year was Waffles, my third year was Millie, and then that's the pride flags. This is going to be my fourth year for Otto. He's like a bat chicken monkey. Monkey. Like lemur-esque creatures. Yeah! He's very fluffy. I want to get better at embroidering fur, so it was kind of important for me this year to do a character that had big fur elements. Because fur is like something that I don't embroider that often, and you know, you can make fur look really, really good with embroidery, but I haven't really had the opportunity to experiment with it much in practice. So when I was thinking of doing the design for this year, I wanted fur to be like a pretty big element. Doesn't have to be the only element, but like a pretty big element so that I can practice it. He also has to be simple enough of a design that I can minimize him down really small, because for daily embroideries, they kind of have to be small. I simply cannot do large embroideries every single day because they take too long. So yeah, we have also... Yes, thinking of doing fur because I want to get better at it, and then thinking of how I can do this in embroidery every single day. Like, if I had to embroider him every day, would there be ways that I could simplify him down? Normally, it's not, like, do the same thing every single day, but good to have options just in case, because it can get a bit intense. I think something like that, and then get the other eye in. Maybe make it a bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, the eyes in general, I just do big eyes these days. And I kind of vibe with the big eyes. He still looks pretty bat, though. Still pretty bat. Bonjour! Bonjour! Are we batting today? Kind of. Bat chicken monkey. I think that is just going to be how... What is Otto? Otto is part bat, part chicken, and part monkey. And he's a little pickpocket thief. So he looks really cute, but that's part of the ploy. The ploy is he looks really, really cute, so that when you realize your wallet is missing, you'd never suspect him. And he's got a very dexterous human hand on the end of his long tail, so that he can reach into your bag and steal your stuff. He is a little thief. He's only about 1 foot tall. He's tiny. He's a tiny little thief. Part bat, part chicken, part monkey, all fluff. All fluff. Like, look at his big eyes. I'll give him small eyes for this one, because we're going to use this one to try and work out what colors we want him to be. So we've been doing a little bit of character design stuff, right, today? And, like, you know, what would make sense? What would logically make sense for him to look like? And I think we've decided that he lives in a city because he is a pickpocket. Makes more sense for him to live in the city. However, like, oh god, there you go. However, probably the species as a whole would probably live in the forests and like high up in the trees, and they'd use their big old tail with the hand on the end to actually maneuver around in the treetops, because they don't have any arms and they don't have wings. So they have little bird legs to grip onto things, but then also this one very long tail that they can use to like grip and maneuver around. So here he is swinging in the forest. He is a sweet baby angel. Otto has lost a leg. And so we have him in his poses with just the one leg. I think the idea with him, he wants to look small, young, like very innocent and sweet, so that nobody would suspect him of crime. But some of his older injuries might give him away, because he's not actually meant to be that young. I think he's quite a dab hand at thievery at this point. Like, he's probably been around for a while. And some of his scars might give him away as a bit more of a veteran, so he tends to sort of pose to hide them so that he can look sweet and innocent, but like, yeah, with a big chunk out of the ear, one leg. We're going to put some little scars across his body as well, because if he did get caught being a thief, he'd probably people would go after him. Okay, he's only 1 foot tall. He's tiny. He's just a little guy. I also think he'd be delicious. If I've designed my OC to be delicious. I think he'd be really tasty. I think predators would love to eat him. I think he'd be really, really tasty. We also have, like, yeah, some ideas, like his hand on the end of his bit there. Yes. Chromacore Cadet, this might be my cadet for the year. He is part bat, part chicken, part monkey. And his name is Otto. How are you doing, Sonic? Good morning. Oh, dear. Badikini. Badikini. Visual designation, baby. Fagin, yeah, very much Fagin-esque, but cute and fluffy. Have you seen Chebamon from Digimon? I have not, no. I love Otto. Yeah, this is Otto. Otto. And we have him with his little bag. He's got a little cape, look, because I need him to have somewhere to put his stolen goods. He's a thief. He's a thief. He's not a good person. But we love him I love him anyway. Yeah. I will say, though, I am not going to be... I know, Robert, you said he looks like this, or he looks like this, or he looks like this. I'm not going to look up characters that look similar to him, because I am trying very hard to make my own original character, and I don't really want to be too influenced, if possible, by other things. But I might look at them later. So if you save them in your brain space, so when I've actually finished the design, I can always look then. Oh, dear. But right now, I'm trying very hard to make something original. Oh, dear. That is my goal. I mean, as is always, please don't. You're good. Have a lovely lurk. Take care of yourself. Oh dear. Thief full of pockets, yeah. A hand on the end of his bit. No, tail, like tail bit. Yeah. There we go. There we go. There we are. And then something like that. So he has a fluff in the ears. Yeah. Oh dear. Fair. I normally do it so I can drift away from them. That's fair. I'd say because I don't know these characters, it can feel a little disheartening when people are like, oh, that original design looks just like this. And it's like, oh, I'm trying so hard. And like, I don't know these things. It happens. There are coincidences. But yeah, it can be a little disheartening. Boop's nose. How you doing, Jade? I hope you're doing good. There we go. Whoa. And as I thought, oh, thank you, Sleeves. I appreciate it. I like him. I've been enjoying him. He did used to have arms. there was an Otto version where he had like hands, and it was incorrect and wrong, and didn't look right. one of the first things I removed was the hands. Oh dear, tail makes a bit more sense, yeah. I think his eyes could be bigger and further outside the skull. You know what, I think you could be right. They could be bigger. You are right. We could go even large. Where's his eyebrows, by the way? He did have eyebrows. Oh yeah, there they are. I think I would like him to be a little spotty because it gives me something when it comes to like drawing the fur to like anchor onto with the embroidery. Yeah. Yeah. Potentially. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Good morning, Meta. Feeling amazing 2 days ago. Came out. Oh, did you? Hey, congratulations, Jade. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. Hell yeah. Bet that was a weight lifted. Is that a piercing? There will be a piercing on the ear that's damaged as like an act to try to describe the, like, to disguise the damage. But yeah, just the one. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations. GG's. Happy first out Pride then. Hell yeah. Yeah, this ear has battle damage. Like so. Actually, we'll do it more. I do want them to be quite round. Millies are a bit squarer. We'll go like more round because I think round is cuter. And that suits the vibes of this character a bit more. I also think that ear's a bit far out. 2 seconds. More like that. There you go. And then we can have the piercing in like the hole. I want to have like a little hole there. Maybe like another little hole here. But the piercing would be in this one. Yeah. Like so. We're just drawing the character at the moment, like a little bit less sketchy so that we can experiment with colors in a minute. I just want to get the full body in and then we can start putting in some colors and see what we're vibing with. Because yeah, otherwise I wouldn't need to do this at this point, but I want to vibe with some colors. I want to see what kind of suits him. Again, if he was, I think if we're going more bats, then like browns, blacks, creams, all that kind of stuff makes a lot of sense. But if we're going more tropical, was living in a forest kind of vibes, we could go pretty rainbow colors with him if we wanted to. But I don't know how that would work for him as a thief. Was it Millie? No, Millie would never. Millie was a grandma at the bottom of the ocean. I don't think they'd ever be able to meet. Dear. I want to say, so his job, okay, when I was designing this character, I think I was talking to you about this the other day, Dominic. I dropped my pen on the floor. Come back. Return to me. Dear. I wrote a list of like how I wanted the character to look based on what I wanted him to be. And so I've got like a list of like must look cute so that he can deceive people because he is meant to be a thief. He needs to have dexterous hands to be able to grab and pickpocket because that's his main thing. So he can be good at stealing. He doesn't like people. He is not keen on people at all. He has a very cute facade, but he doesn't actually like interacting with people at all. And so he's like kind of more grumpy old man vibes. Very small. He's only 1 foot tall, so he needs to be fast to escape quickly. And fluffy because I want to get good at drawing fur. So, or like embroidering fur, I should say. I want to get better at embroidering fur, so he has to have fur. Yeah. So those are like, and then it's kind of just gone from there. And originally I was looking at like weasels and stuff, but I don't know. I shifted gear to bats, and I'm not mad about it. I like him as a bat. Also, Wonders, good morning. I love them. They are just a little guy. They're very small. We have no venom yet, but venom could be added. The gym annoys me. My little, oh, legs can barely reach. Oh dear, you're powerful. Yeah, you're powerful. Also, thank you for the 15 stream streak. I appreciate it. That's the same as you. Yeah, self-insert. Well, I'm not a thief. Excuse me. And I'm also not dexterous. Just a little guy? Sure, I'll take that. Fast, dexterous, and and good at stealing? No. Not even a little bit. I can't flip a coin. How am I meant to steal something? Oh dear. But they're just a little guy. I'll take that. A thief? I stole a piece of wrapping paper once, and it still weighs heavy on my mind. all these years later. It was an accident. I meant to buy 2 pieces of wrapping paper, and there was a third piece stuck in the middle, and I didn't know until I got home, and I only paid for 2. This was like 7 years ago no, it wasn't 7 years ago, it was 6 years ago. This was 6 years ago, by the way, and I still remember it. It weighs heavy with me. I'm just not very good at breaking the law. I was very upset, like genuinely very upset when I got home and realized what I'd done. And bear in mind the wrapping paper was like 50p a sheet. But I felt awful. So I can't believe I stole a sheet of wrapping paper. Shiny hasn't let me live it down because it upsets me as well. Oh dear. Did you try to go back? I didn't have the receipt, so yeah. I mean, I could have just given it to them, but there was no evidence. Oh dear. Yeah. Power up a play on Scrappy Doo and being small and mighty. Hell yeah. He attacks people with store-bought venom. Store-acquired. Stolen, yes. Store-acquired venom. You didn't break the law. Stealing is only unlawful if done with intent, technically. Yeah, I really didn't mean to. I just didn't know it was attached, and so, yeah. And it's stuck with me since then. Oh, dear. Alright. I've lost his hat, though. He doesn't have a hat anymore. A hat might be too much detail, though, if I want to do this in small and embroidery. We'll leave... Excuse me, sorry. Apologies, I know I'm hiccuping a lot. I am recovering from food poisoning, so apologies for all the hiccups. I'm fine. Oh, dear. My body's just a little bit out of whack. Oh, dear. There we go. Also, once again, that's why we're not doing art share today, because I'm probably going to do a short stream and then go rest a little bit more. Like, I feel fine compared to yesterday. I don't feel ill or anything anymore. I feel like I got hit by a truck. Which is kind of what food poisoning is kind of like, I suppose. It's like, yeah. Just kind of feel like I've been hit with a truck, actually. It's pretty cute. He's pretty cute. I do think I want him speckly, though. I think I want him really speckly as well, like really spotty. Oh dear. If you refuse to give it back, if they asked, I would have given it back, but I didn't have anything to like prove that I stole it, to be honest. And the only thing I've stolen was a Batman toy from some kid's cubby in the kindergarten. At work, we forget to pay and return to pay. Work was like, oh, good for being honest, but it's fine, don't worry. Oh dear. There we go. And then they were like, the hell? Like over 200 quid shop. Find it hilarious. Hat will be acquired from Chromo for Otto. Yeah, he can get a hat later. His hat can come later. Alright. He does, however, have his little cape. We've put the Chroma Core logo in. Dear, because, yeah. I like having it. You don't have to have it on the design. You never do. I just like having it. There you go. I think the tail would be behind him, right? You're like this. Right? I think. And then... probably? And then little Chroma Core logo. Bonk, bonk. Put this here, put this here. These are for beads. Yeah, I think you'd see the tail behind. Oh dear. Imagine eyes flopping down over the ears like a sleeping mask. Oh, that would be so cute. That would be so cute. Tails? How late did you stream? Tails, how you doing? Good morning. Tails is like an evening streamer my time. What are you doing? Good morning, though. I hope you had a lovely, lovely stream. I hope whatever you were doing were really, really fun. If you've never met Tails before, Tails is a very, very talented body paint artist, general artist as well, does a mixture of art and gaming on their channel. How was your stream? I hope you had a really, really good one. Valerie, good morning. Fletch, good morning. Clay, good morning. Oh dear. Little dude, good morning. Tails, good morning. You are on late. How was your stream? We're designing a little guy. His name is Otto. He is a creature. I've been doing 1,000 sketches of him in my sketchbook and now here as well, and he's going to be an OC for an upcoming daily art challenge. Yeah. I have very little quarrels with missed payments or shopping. It's like, if they forget to ring up, yeah, Those places aren't going to break the bank. Yeah, if it's a like Tesco or something, like, like they're not going to notice. It's only if it's a small business that I'd be like, they might notice. Oh dear. How are you doing, Tails? I hope you're doing good. In fact, 42 hours? Tails. Alright, well, Tails, if you need to go sleep, if you need to go eat, sleep, self-care, you know that. Yeah, if you need to go do any of that, please do. For anyone who's new here, hello, hi, my name is Jelly, my pronouns are he, him. We're an 18 plus stream, so if you're under the age of 18, you will have to skedaddle. And we are making an OC, so there is an event coming up called Chromacore, and we enter with embroidery every day, so I'm just doing some design stuff because I will end up embroidering him. We make an OC every year, and we embroider them, and then for a month we do daily art challenges in embroidery. My first year was Glenn, my second year was Waffles, my third year was Millie, and then we're just designing Otto right now, who is our bat chicken monkey hybrid creature, who we think is going to be our mascot for this year. Yeah. Oh dear, thanks for putting the promo core in there. I appreciate you, Sonne. Thank you. General artist, salutes. Oh dear. No, thank you. Everyone go follow Tails. But Tails, go look after yourself if you need to. Doesn't say you're in kindergarten. In kindergarten, you could be... Yeah, you could have been the teacher in kindergarten stealing toys from kids. True. A few years ago, I was working at Superdrug. A little kid came in primary school, stole a cream egg. His parents came back to pay for it. The kid was crying. I wanted to comfort the kid, but had to let the parents teach him a lesson. No, it's true. It's like, you know, you can't take things without paying for them. Bring it back. Or pay for it. Oh dear. Also, Cat Mom, good morning. This is cute. I think he's pretty cute too. Sunkoi actually pointed out earlier, it's like, we started out with our first, like 4 years ago, very human, then zombie, then fish, and now bat. We've gone less and less, oh, that's my pride stuff actually, less and less human each time. Yeah, and this is what we're looking at this year. Oh dear. Oh yeah, I didn't phase it well. Oops, but yes, I was in kindergarten. Yeah, you could have been like an adult being like, I'm just gonna steal some kid's toy. My store is big branded, and to be honest, apart from the need for little notes, great friends I've made and need for food, it doesn't need it. That's fair. That's fair. Oh dear. Yeah, his name is Otto. He is a pickpocket. He has a long tail with a dexterous human hand on the end of it so that he can steal stuff from you. But then he's got a really cute face, so you'd never assume that it was him. Like, the idea is that he looks really cute, so you wouldn't assume that he was the one who stole from you. He's just a little guy, right? He's just a little guy, but he is a pickpocket. And, like, a pretty good one at that. He's been doing it for a while. He's a dab hand at stealing at this point. Oh, dear. Because he's been doing it for a while. There we go. And this is his little bag. We'll probably make his bag a little bit more interesting, because right now his bag's a little lackluster. But that's fine. It's a bag for now. With the vibes that he kind of just needed somewhere to put his stolen goods. He didn't have anywhere. And we're trying to make him relatively simple so that we can embroider him. Because again, I do all of my stuff with embroidery, so he needs to be relatively simple to draw. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to embroider him. An opportunist. Yeah. Imagine the economical free roam you have with 200 quid shots paid for you. Whore. For the finale, I unlocked the timer and stayed live until it officially ran out for the rest of the streamathon. I was streaming every day. Wasn't live the whole time, I promise. It was wild. Had short sleeps. Oh, bless you. Well done, though. Very impressive. Not an easy thing to do. Yeah, if anyone hasn't gone to follow Tails, please go send some love. Tails, yeah, you do whatever you need to do. This bat has to have the voice of Bat in Fern Gully. You can't prosecute me. I'm just a little guy. He's 1 foot tall, Juno. He's tiny. I love you all so much. It's been so fun. Oh, thank you, Tails. I appreciate it. At the same time, Mother's coming in to steal. Yeah, we'll get told off by the police because that's, yeah. Your Honor, he's just a little guy. You can't, he's 1 foot tall. He's 1 foot tall. You can't prosecute him. Look at him. He's just a little guy. Yeah, we've trying to design him with in mind that, like, actually I might make his foot a little bigger. Oh dear, make him have kind of big feet. I don't know, because they'll be easier to embroider as well. Maybe make his foot just a little bigger. Yeah. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's 1 foot tall. He'd never hurt a fly. He only has one leg. He only has one little leg, and he look at him. He's tiny. He's tiny. He wouldn't do it. It couldn't be him. Him and his human hand on the end of a tail. Oh dear. And yeah, what we're about to do is we're just drawing his outline so that we can experiment a bit with colours, because I don't know what colour I want him to be yet. He could be very neutral colours. He could be bright pink. I haven't decided yet. A baby. A baby. Oh, dude. Bulbous knee. Does he have knees? Could have knees. He could have a knee. There he is. We didn't give him a joint initially. There he is. I did also want him to have tiny little claws, but they would be kind of in. He does have little claws. Oh dear. Design proposition. Joints. Being able to bend one's knee. Oh dear. Kind of useful. He does have as well, his tail is very small. Very, very small tail, but kind of on purpose. I kind of am thinking like a little bit more like mice, like that kind of, like very small tail. Yeah. And then he has, oh, it go down, and then it does get a bit bigger at the bottom. So it's like that, yeah. Very small tail, goes a bit bigger at the bottom, and then he has bangle. Fashion bangle. Okay. And then just his little foot, right? And little scars. Little scars, little foot. Yes. Oh dear. Sleep tight. Yes, sleep tight and same person. Yes, go look after yourself. It was lovely to see you though. Thank you so much for raid. I've never expected a raid from you, to be honest. It was lovely to have it though. It was lovely to see you. Oh dear. Yeah, we normally do more traditional art here. We're going to be doing a lot of embroidery soon. But we're having a bit of a chill day because I'm just recovering from food poisoning and I'm a bit like, whoa. So I'm kind of just vibing and doing some character design. And this is my little character. All the foot action for stealing and big knee, yeah. I like drawing him, yeah, like he's perching on his hand. I will say though, I think I kind of need like a, I don't know how to draw this. Whomst, Komodo. Thank you so much for the sub, that's very kind of you. Good morning, I hope you're doing well. We kind of need this hand to be like a bit more, I feel like, does it be like that, and so you'd have like this, and then this would be, yeah, the little, yeah, maybe a bit bigger than that, but you get, yeah, more like that, because that's meant to be more like a human hand. Oh dear. You attempted a human fountain at any speedrun. I wasn't norovirus, thankfully. I just got some food poisoning on Saturday night. So like I finished the fundraiser because we've just finished a fundraiser for Point of Pride here. I finished the fundraiser and then like I was like, my stomach kind of hurts. And I just assumed maybe like I was tired or something like that. And then I'll be honest, I kind of kept assuming that. I was like, you know, it's not that unusual. I guess I'm just tired, yada, yada, yada. But by the end of yesterday, I was like, no, I'm pretty sure that's actually just food poisoning. I think at this point, we can kind of confidently say, I've probably just eaten something. Yeah. That really hasn't agreed with me. I really like him. He's very tall. Almost like budgie perched. Yeah. What did you eat? I don't know. It could have been one of a few things is the thing. So I'm not sure which one of them done me in. But like, I will say, like, I've not been that bloated in a very long time. Impressively bloated. Like, to the extent... I looked ridiculous. Like, I didn't feel very well, and like, I really was like in quite a lot of pain, and I was like feeling quite unwell, but it was also so funny, like, where every time I turned to the side, it looked like I literally could not have looked more pregnant if I tried, I don't think. And I went from like completely standard to, I want to say like 6 months pregnant, like in about an hour, which is probably why it hurt so much, because I was strained. It was impressively pregnant looking. But yeah, no, it was just very, very bloated. Oh dear. Jelly Ember, yeah. in like very quickly as well. Like within like an hour, like from standard to like that. It was a lot. Doesn't look at what he eats. He just picks something up. It's true. The thing is, I don't like food waste. I will just eat anything, and sometimes it means I eat things I probably shouldn't. Oh dear. A scavenger. I am a scavenger. I eat whatever is closest. I really like him. Folks, I'm really pleased with him. I think he's really cute. And I think he's really cute and I like him a lot. I do want to have maybe the scars on this side be horizontal rather than vertical. I think they would suit better because we can have the fluff coming out underneath them and over the top of them then. And we could have that here a little bit as well because I did want him to have a couple as if he'd got caught with like a claw or something. Like so. I think having them there would make the most sense. Also, because like if the cape flares up, you'd see them, but if the cape settled, you wouldn't. Then my allotment does. I'm just scavenging. Just scavenging. I think you're really cute, and I like you a lot. I think he's really cute, and I like him a lot. Yeah. I'm pretty taken with him. I mean, that's the best thing about making OCs, isn't it? Is becoming ridiculously attached to them. I've been getting attached to him over the last couple of weeks because I have been drawing him a lot. Although I feel like I made more progress here today, to be honest, than I have been doing on my own. But yeah, I've been drawing him a lot in my own time, and I have been getting very attached to this little guy. Which is like the best thing about having OCs, is getting stupidly attached to them. Oh dear. And then being really happy with making them do things and all that kind of stuff. Oh dear. Actually, that'd probably be more like that. There you go. Like that, and then like that. There you go. Yes. We could even have stuff coming out of his bag if I have more space. Oh, sorry, I keep just throwing my pen. Oh dear, I'm broken. Got back from the festival. Did you have a good time, Retro? I hope you had a really good time. Was it download? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? With a plastic attachable hand. Oh dear. This war criminal is wanted in 47 countries, has broken several clauses of the Geneva Convention. Here he is. He's just a little guy. Here he is. A creature. But I do think he looks pretty worn, you know? Like he looks... I think, yeah, like the injuries and such make him look a little older. Oh, I figured. I'm jealous. I hope you had a really good time. Thank you for the hydrate as well. I'll do little sips. Oh, dude, it was amazing. You pinned it to Magnolia Park. Hell yeah. We can do a little stretch as well. I won't do a full stretch. I'm going to go pretty easy on myself. But a little stretch. A little stretch we can do. Oh, dear. I really like him. I really like him. I'm really taken with him. I do want maybe on the hand on the end to have maybe little paw bits. Like paw pads. Would that be weird? Would it be weird for him to have paw pads? Like, they are more human hands. But I do like the idea of him having, like, I don't know, little paw pads. I guess you maybe wouldn't see them from this angle. I'm actually pretty happy with how that hand turned out as well. But I do like the idea of him having little paw pads. I think it's because, like, it gives me cat vibes. And I feel like cats are also little thieves. So it feels like it fits the vibe. There we go. It's not the best, but it'll do. It'll do while we're getting colours. Alright. I think that's a good enough sketch that we could maybe start to think about colours. And what colours we want him to be. I say we. Probably me, mostly. I think I do get the final say. He is my little guy. But I'm here for feedback, I suppose. If we could either go really neutrals with him, which was what I was initially thinking I was going to do, is lots of neutrals. Or, again, we could lean more into the fact of him being a foresty creature and go more into colourful colours. I really like him. I really like him. Dear. Guns N' Roses, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. Hell yeah. Electric Cool Boy, yes. Dear. And Ice Nine. On my face, but after seeing Black Veil Brides and Nine Inch, that was great. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Rooster, green, purple, and duo chrome. Chrome? Ooh. I hear chrome and I'm like, I can make him holographic. And it's like, I'm not gonna make him holographic. Oh dear, green, purple, duo chrome. I mean, I guess it kind of would make sense in the forest. Greens would make sense. Let me get some inspiration up of like jungle birds, because he is kind of bird themed as well, and he would be living in the high trees. Jungle birds. Yeah, because like, let me show you the internet really quickly. They're really bright. Really, really bright. And like, very pretty as well. That's really pretty. Like, he is fur, not feathered. He is more bat. But, oh, that's really cute. But I do feel like we could take inspiration from more of like this kind of stuff. Of like rainforest style birds. Because he will also be high in the trees. That's a really cute color palette. Some of these are very cute. That's very cute. Oh my gosh. Live stream chat. 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, like the oil spill. Little Gooba. I love him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like oil spillish. That would be quite fun. That'd be quite fun to do with embroidery as well. Sorry. This is what Somonate was saying. Awesome. Yeah, this kind of feather. Which would probably look pretty good in embroidery, to be fair. If I was to do something like this, though, I'd probably want the base to be more of that creamy kind of brown colour, which would work with the speckledy kind of vibes, actually. Also, thank you for drawing the little guy. This is him. This is him when he has to talk to humans. I want to talk to them. Oh dear. The smiley face birdie. Oh dear. It's good. It's good. 2 seconds. I need to zhuzh my stuff. All of my stuff is on. There you go. Oh dear. Is that like 3D bits? I don't really want to do 3D bits this time. I did that with waffles, which is stump work. Not really looking to do much 3D this year. I'm looking to keep it much more 2D. Oh dear. I love burbs. I love burbs. Alright, 2 seconds. Obviously this isn't going to look very chromy, but colors. But I don't know if this would be... Or would that be more of a cream color? Could have his ears be more of that kind of... Oh, wait. Because the ears are really thin. Like, they're very, very thin, right? So I feel like they would pick up the light a lot more. Also, like, a lot of the birds have the really big colors for mating stuff. Right? If I was to do something like that, and then you could have, like, more of a... I don't know. Spray. Like, there. And then a bit more blue. Cute blue. There you go, like in the middle. Maybe? Could also kind of match his leg. Because I feel like leg and foot being that colour wouldn't be so surprising either. Oh, is everything okay? Two seconds, I might have to deal with this. Huh? Two seconds. I think someone's messaging me. I know who it is. They're messaging me, and I think I think they're happy, but they've written it all in not English, so I'm not quite sure what it says. So I just need to you know, when someone's really excited and I wish I could speak this language. Can I copy this? I will simply take it to translate. To see what they said. I think it's positive. Okay, yes. Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. Adorable. Adorable. No, that's fine. Dear. What language? I can't tell you because it might narrow it down who's messaging me in excitement. And it's someone I know online. Dear. So I'm afraid I'll keep that a secret. I always think it's really sweet if someone's like really excited to see say something, and yeah, then but so excited that they forget that you can't speak the language. I think that's lovely. That brings me nothing but positive vibes, actually. It's really sweet, and I shall respond to them soon after stream, because that deserves a full response. Oh dear. Cute. Yeah. When it just like, I'm so excited about this thing. I have no idea what you're saying, but I'm glad. Yippee. Does this get like a good mixture of our like neutral color and also still feeling like kind of tropical bird vibes, maybe? I think so. I think so. That's actually quite cute. The bag, I'm gonna assume it's like a leather bag or something. We'll do it like for now in like a bit of a darker brown color. And the chroma core thing has to be gold. Very important. I don't know, I kind of like that color for them. I think it does make them feel fuzzy, but not like... I have to make sure that I actually have enough of this color. I would like them to be speckled, though. I'll be honest, I initially assumed that they were going to be more grey and speckledy and stuff like that. I do still want them to be speckled, but we can... Yeah, we can put some speckledies on them. I just like the idea of them having, like, speckles in their fur kind of thing. I guess it matching the fluff would make a lot of sense anyway. Yeah, it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Would maybe... Maybe we could go a little bit more yellow with those bits, like more yellowy than greeny yellow. I think maybe that would also make more sense. So my phone is going off 1,000 times. Oh, that's fair. That's very fair. Okay. Dandruff? Not dandruff. Speckles. Speckles. Again, I was originally going to do like grey, and I was thinking like, you know, like seal speckles kind of thing, where they're like grey with like little white speckles. I was kind of thinking that, but I don't know. I don't know if I need grey. I think that would probably overcomplicate it a bit. I think that's fine. I need to decide what color to have the jacket. Maybe a darker blue? Like that. And the scars as well. I guess the scars would maybe be a similar yellowy color. That's pretty cute. I just need to decide what color the hand's gonna be. Which I guess could maybe be the same blue as the ears. Because then if we wanted paw things on it, we could do the same kind of color of like... That's pretty cute. Actually, I don't know if I should just settle on the first one that I like, but that's pretty cute. Oh dear. One more in live stream, Jack? Yeah? They look simple and not complicated color scheme for the brain. Yeah. That is a pretty chicken. The hell? Oh my god. That chicken is so pretty. I didn't even know chickens came in these colors. What a gorgeous chicken. Just because speckled reminded me of a specific feather pattern? Yeah. That is cool. That is a gorgeous chicken. Very... What the hell? Oh dear. I feel like I vibe with this. But I will maybe do some more ideas. I don't know. Because originally, I'll show you what I was originally thinking. I don't think it's going to be as good, to be honest. I think my original thought is maybe not as good as what we've just done, but just for the sake of getting it out there, this is kind of more the color I was originally going to go with, which I do think maybe in retrospect is a little boring. But yeah, I was definitely thinking more like this kind of stuff with like still some of the creams, but like, yeah, I think the cream color probably would be the same. Maybe with some grays in there. Like, more like... And then probably get some speckledy... Which, yeah, like, I'll be honest, now that we've done the other one, that does feel a little bit boring. I was going to go for, like, a dark brown for the inside of the ears. Just, like, very neutral colors. And then... You can still have bright green eyes, I suppose. Yeah, more like... you could have that there. Maybe have like this color is like this. And then... Yeah. But like, I'll be honest, now that I do see... I don't know. It does feel a little boring comparatively. Like maybe, again, I was thinking more like that kind of vibe, I think, with... It's a different vibe. I got mail messaging. I will respond in full after. I'm going to be ending stream very shortly, so I will respond in full in a second. But I'm glad it got to you. I did send it like 2 weeks ago, but I'm glad it got to you finally. Oh dear. They look simple and not complicated colors. Yeah, I think the color comps are important for good design. Yeah. Funny enough, mine's a similar color to yours as well. Wait, like these kind of colors? Or these kind of colors? Oh dear, no worries. I just want to say hi. No, it's nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Oh dear. We're just doing some color designs. His name is Otto. He's gonna hopefully be my OC for Crimicore this year. I'm just trying to get some like color stuff in. And the other way we could go would be like full chicken, which I am not against doing full chicken and going like reds and I don't know, getting him like with some oranges and stuff like that. He might look a little bit elemental almost if we go like a lot of reds and oranges and stuff, but I'm again not against it. Not against him being a little bit more like funky with like all of these kind of colors, and then maybe having like little speckles of more of this kind of stuff. Or we could even do the like blue speckles actually, couldn't we? That we saw before. Oh, thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. And then have it go into like the more blues. Like very colourful chicken vibes. Although I do think the fluff I'd probably still keep as a lighter color, actually, thinking about it. Yeah. We could go, I think, still much more. And I mean, I don't hate that. I would even say I don't think that looks bad. Let's do the cream again, because I do think the cream here is like a fluff is very cute. And maybe have that on the ear bit as well still. But yeah. Kind of dragony, and I like that. No worries, we'll say hi. Any messages I said, by the way, I never meant to reply too fast. I appreciate it. So if you want to rest after first, please do that. No, I do want to. I want to go look, and I want to go have a look at them. To be honest, I just wanted to, you know, like when you're like, I want to give a message full attention, so I'll do it after stream because I can respond in the middle of stream, but it's like it always feels like a little half-assed. I wish to give full attention. Oh dear, let's get that in there. Like they are definitely more colourful. I don't know, I kind of like it though. Not against it. And then maybe the brown can still be... This can still be a leather bag that they've purchased. Like, they definitely feel like a creature. I think the problem with this one is it's not subtle enough. In that, like, if they're meant to be a thief, they need to be a bit subtle. Like, they need to be able to hide. But I do like the red and the blue, but I don't think that they would be able to hide as easily like this. Like, I think they stand out too much to be a thief. The red and the blues give dinosaur bird, and I do really like that. Yeah, I do like it too. I think I'm actually, honestly, I'm not as keen on this one. I think it's too plain. I do like this. Maybe take this and make it a little bit more red. Because I could probably sneak some other colors into this if I wanted to. I mean, we could even sneak them into the fluff. Like having little... I don't know if that works though. Like, we could definitely get, I think, more colors in there. If I have, like, that, for example. Could even use, like, red beads. So that we have reds in there. It just, yeah. Like, something like that, maybe? Like, I like it, but maybe a little bit, yeah. A mixture of this one and this one. I could give them a belly. Like, have, like, some sort of... Ooh. I feel like that activates neurons. I like that. I'm giving them a fluffy belly. Wait a minute. Whoa. I like that. Cute. We could even have their scars be a little bit more red if we wanted. But that does make them stand out a bit more, and I don't feel like they would. I think, actually, if anything, if we're going with a small colour palette, the brown probably makes more sense. Ooh. Could we have more of the gold at the end of the fluff as well? I had, like, a little bit of that there. Because again, if I'm embroidering this as fur, we do kind of want some colour variation. Otherwise, it's going to look very flat. I could do that. And then I could have that being there. That's quite cute. I don't feel like the bright colours don't make sense. Because again, if they were in the jungle, I feel like... Yeah. What techniques do you want to practice? Embroidery, like I want to do the thread painting, of course, that we normally do, but I specifically do want to do more fur. So I want to have maybe slightly less focus on outlines and more focus on fur and texture, but keeping it 2D. So I'm not looking to do like stump work like I did with waffles. If I was to really quickly, like, actually keep that there. Put that low, and then maybe in like a dark brown or something, and a smaller pen. Just like give the ideas of where things are without embroidering the whole thing, you know? Like more like this. Like the outline of the character might need some stuff, but I would like to have it be more like a bit more expressive with the outline, and rather than just straight outlining the whole thing. I think maybe the one exception to that would be eyes, just to make sure the eyes really pop. But yeah, like have it embroidered a little bit more like this. So like there is the idea of things being there, but not super, yeah, do you get me? Not super obvious, because I kind of want the fur and the textures that we embroider to sort of fill in those gaps for me. So, you know, we might have like one there and one there. I'm also kind of not fussed if the line doesn't match 100% the embroidery. Like, if it looks a little bit more sketchy, I'm kind of okay with that. Maybe the chroma core logo would be the other exception to the rule there, I suppose. Yeah. I want them to look fluffy, and I think having obscure outlines in parts where the fluff is, especially, would make a lot of sense. Whereas normally I would outline like this. Yeah, for the whole thing, so it's like really obvious where they are. Doing more, a bit more like this. So they feel fluffier and lighter, I think. Yeah. Because that feels quite heavy. That feels a bit fluffier. It also means with this kind of stuff I could easily put in like some of the outline into here, and it wouldn't be too bad. I don't know, I want it to look yeah, I guess kind of like, I guess a tail has to be in. We'll have to get to the embroidery side of things, which we won't be doing for a couple of weeks, to be clear, because you know, we have things to do, but we'll have to get to the embroidery side of things, and then we can kind of experiment with it a little bit. But yeah, like kind of similar to other years, I do want to practice, I guess, slightly different techniques so that I can get good at it. But I guess maybe a bit less emphasis on where the outline is and more emphasis on the textures inside the outline. I don't know if I'm doing a good example of what I mean, but I kind of, yeah, it would be like this is how I would normally do it. This is how I want to do it this year. I want it to be a bit more free floaty and like less specific. Yeah. I'm not looking to compete this year, so it doesn't have to be a really easy, readable design if I don't want it to be, because I'm not looking to compete. But yeah, I think something a bit more vibey is the thought. I think the only thing that I definitely want to make sure that I'm outlining is the eyes and maybe the chroma core logo. Everything else, like, because I don't need to draw the bottom of the bag for you to see the bag there. Like, you can see the bag there. You can see that there's a bag. I don't need to draw the bottom of the tail for you to see that there's a tail there. Like, you can see there's a tail. That kind of feeling. Let it up to your impersonation a little bit more. And I'll put less in. Oh dear. Hobbies with fur? Not really. I'm not really trying to base it on another creature. I'm trying to base it more on his personality and what would make sense for him. Also, thank you for the follows. It's very kind of you. Yeah. Such a cute little creature. Yeah. I think he'll be pretty cute. Went away. He's now very colorful. I think I like this color set, actually. I don't know if I'm going to be... I don't know what rendering style we're going for him. Again, I haven't outlined the eyebrows, but you can tell where the eyebrows are. Yeah, there you go. His name is Otto. There you go. Creature. Yeah. Yeah. I think he'd be cute. Graffiti energy, but brighter. Yeah, I do love him. I'm looking forward to seeing yours now, Robert. If you have a similar vibe, I'm looking forward. Looking forward to seeing yours. Oh dear. Oleg. No, Otto. Oh dear. Oh, the colour scheme is pretty. I mean, to be fair, Somine helped a lot with that. What is it? Literally, we've changed it a little bit, but I do be liking this kind of vibe for the ears. Not maybe for the fluff, but for the ears for sure. Oh dear. I love that his name looks like his face. I wanted an O name. It does actually. Oh my god, you're right. Wait a second. Wait a second. I wanted an O because the shape of his body is an O. But I mean, Sunkoi is not wrong. Oh dear. Sunkoi is not wrong. There you go, just get his little teeth in there. Whoops. Nah, Otto, there he is. Yeah. And then just get more, put a little fluff on there as well. A little belly fluff in there. Yeah, yeah. I think this is what we're going to be going with this year. I think this, maybe not exactly this color palette, but like very similar to this kind of color palette. We are stuck. You are so stuck on feathers. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me do it again. I'll do it again. Sunkoi isn't wrong because the name, if I do it like this, Otto. It does look like him, though. It does look like him. Give him his little... Oh my goodness, he is his name. He is his name. There he is. Otto. That could... Yeah, if I'm doing a logo for him, if they have the graffiti prompt or the logo prompt, I'm so ready. So ready for that. Yeah, I like him. I would want to probably do, just to make my life easier down the line, like some side-on versions, maybe from behind as well. I think he's got maybe more of like this kind of face, so not too difficult. But you know, it doesn't hurt to get that in, kind of like a pig. That. But actually, his snout might even be shorter than that, I think. Maybe more like that. Yeah, probably like that. And then yeah, and then get the other bit in. So you'd have the ear there. It's probably something like that is from the side, if I had to guess. And then... yeah, he would have a tail, so I guess I should leave space for that. Yeah. Creature. Kingdom Owl House. Oh, with the skull? I always want to put a skull on my characters. I'm not going to put a skull on Otto, but I always want to. I get the option of putting skull on characters. I want to put skull on characters. Oh dear. Bold. Oh yeah, he does look quite bold. Sorry. Let me just fix that. There you go. More fluffy. And then, I don't know, would you see? I'm not sure what you'd see as far as like the leg goes from the side. Well, you'd see, I guess, on this side, you see pretty well. There you go. There we go. Oh, see, I kind of want him to not always have to have his hand down. I keep drawing him in ways that has his hand down, but I kind of don't want to have him always having his hand down. Feels a bit, yeah, like he could do more things with it. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn him like that. He could just be a slug for now. That's fine. He can remain slug for a second. I don't need to put his legs in right now. Yeah, I think that's probably where we'll go with. Anyway, I'll save that for now. I will say I am probably going to end now. Apologies. I had, again, food poisoning this weekend. I'm just recovering, and I'm still pretty tired. Thank you, though, for input and for support and for getting excited about Chroma Core with me. If you're doing Art Fight this year, we have made it. I'm not doing Discord Art Share today again. I'm just going to leave today. But we have made an Art Fight category, so if you want to put your annual cards, what are they called? I know what they are. They're like where you have all of your OCs profiles. If you want to put your profiles in and meet other people in this community that are also doing Art Fight, we've got a channel for it now, so you can just keep them all in there. Is it called profiles? I think they're called profiles. Make sure you take good care of yourself. Your Tommy may heal well. Yeah, I hope it'll feel better by tomorrow. Like today, I'm just like, again, tired and achy. I'll be fine. Hopefully tomorrow we can get and do the bees. Yeah, I've had a nice time drawing Otto. I think he's very cute. Now we just have to experiment with actually embroidering him. Make sure that he turns to that. Thank you for the stream. Yes, we'll recover. We'll recover. Sorry for the short stream, but I appreciate everyone bearing with me while I did a short stream. Just, yeah. Thank you everyone for being chill. I appreciate it. That being said, let me have a little peek and see who's live that I could send you all over to. Oh, you still live? You literally just ended. Where did you go? Damn it. Okay, it's fine. They ended. They're allowed to end their stream. I'm ending my stream too, so I get it. I loved meeting Otto. Take care. Thank you. You'll probably see a lot more of Otto in a couple months. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh dear. Let me find a bean that I can send you all towards, and then I will go plonk myself down for a little bit. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. There's. Is anyone else doing? Right. 2 seconds. Actually, 2 seconds. There's some cool stuff happening. I don't know who to go to. There's so many cool people. Everyone's so cool. I don't know. Always a problem when there's a lot of cool people on at the same time. Okay. I think... Because we're... Oh... I don't want to say any of these because I don't want to... Right. I'm going to send you across... I think to another artist, so we can keep the art vibes going, because we like art vibes. Art vibes is good vibes. And Helena is doing some Pride Month cuties. I think that sounds like a good vibe. They've also got some interesting... Helena, little frog. Also, where's my thing? There it is. The person who made me my shark ruler. I bought this from TwitchCon, not this year, last year. And this is their art. They turned it into... Look at it. Look at that. Look at the little angry guy. It's my favorite ruler. They made this. They made the art for it, and they also made it. So we're going to go over there. So if you haven't met Helena before, very, very talented artist. Makes amazing merch. Amazing, amazing merch. Yes, we'll get some rest. Oh dear, let me set up the raid. And they're doing Pride stuff, which is nice. Nice doing Pride Month. In case any of you get left behind, that's where we're heading. If you would like a raid call, excellent way of sending some hype to another channel. And then, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with a slightly longer art stream. I'm assuming that with some rest and some food and all that kind of stuff, I'll feel fine. I'm just achy and tired today. Tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be better. I don't think we'll be working on Otto tomorrow. But I mean, I guess don't count your eggs before they hatch. I might do this tomorrow. I'm very much enjoying working on him. But then I guess that means we'd be doing an embroidery stream. Probably we're doing art. We're probably doing art tomorrow. Probably not this. It'd probably be bees, because I was meant to do bees today and I didn't do bees today. There is a small chance it'll be Otto, but probably bees. Oh dear. Have a great rest, thank you. I'll get back to you now as well, Messenger. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, everyone. Grab a raid call. Hi, Barg, as well. Thanks, Grobbit. I'm really looking forward to seeing your guy now. I'm looking forward to it. They could be 2 peas in a pod. Just saying. They could be 2 peas in a pod. All right, let me send you all over to Helena and to have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, there you go. Send everyone over there. Oh dear, and make sure that everyone gets through okay.